last we left off, our adventuring party had cleared the disease from Rexintrim with the help of Kel'Thuzar, a Torgal druid. Upon leaving the temple, with it sealed, a mysterious figure was awaiting them at the top of the canyon, who went by the name of Mr. X, and he was a agent of a group known as the Community.
Mr. X.
They sat down and talked a various deal of how to become part of the community and help the Badlands further and also further their village. Upon that deal, 2 weeks passed and they began construction of the village. They had managed to build a wall and a watchtower. They did various things. They had begun to make all sorts of plans. So, as I can show you now, they have a rough estimate of what eventually the village should look like or begin to look like. Their townspeople began to arrive. They met distinguished figures. They had some fun. They gestured with them. They had good conversations and began to make plans on how to further their village. But most importantly, they named their village Vinland. And upon that, it was decided, once a few roles were declared, a festival will now be made. And we will be taking off from there. So it's about midday. Work is still continuing, and then a few group of people are now making their way and setting up preparations for the festival under the supervision of von Stiepelstein. Farmers are continuing to start to sow the lands, and then other people are continuing to finish the wall, considering that is a higher priority, and then a few others are setting up some temporary tents. So what would you guys like to do in the meantime?
Can we rename the town?
just the sign's just been made and you're like, nah, scrape that off.
Yeah.
You see a lone worker just typing up.
I've had an epiphany.
Oh no.
I want to call it Ola.
Hola.
Ola.
Hola.
Well, by
It's
all
got
rights,
a ring to it, right?
by all rights, you are the king of this place. So
Yeah. I
Have you actually
decree.
announced it to anyone yet?
No, we haven't, so it's safe. We're all right. It was just a prototype name. This is the town of Ola.
Yeah, it's all our town.
away.
Okay.
Yeah, and all are welcome.
Is von Stiepelstein, is he in a group or is he alone? Like, what's he up to?
What's he up to? Well, he's currently overseeing the preparations for the town's festival. So he's moving about, but you can see him amongst people, talking to different people at the moment.
It's lunchtime, is it?
About lunchtime, yeah.
Fucking win,
Pardon?
what we having?
Has he gone for Have you gone for some food and drink?
He hasn't gone for anyone. No one sort of sat down to eat. But in terms of time, that would be your best guess of what the time is.
Seems
Okay,
harder
but
for,
can I slip-
lunchtime.
I want to slip something in his drink.
Okay, he's not holding a drink, and there isn't a drink from what you can see at this point in time.
Yeah, but I
So,
want him
hang
to go
on.
have a drink.
There's a
so I can
mystery
slip it in
afoot
there.
here, Blake. You're missing some evidence.
Yeah.
It's lunchtime. He hasn't. No one sat down to eat, and he hasn't got a
Yeah.
drink. There's something at play. I
Exactly.
sense the work of a lich. I
Good
want
conclusion.
to search the village for a lich.
All right,
Yes, and I want to.
roll
I
an
want to inform
investigation
when everyone
check.
goes for food.
Blake, roll a
I-
perception check.
Can I split up
Investigation.
from them? And can I go and is the magic shop completed
I rolled
yet?
It won't be completed for some time, considering this is the same day that everyone arrived.
Oh yeah.
A lot. Your best guess, it'd probably be an estimated of at least a few weeks for construction to be properly underway. But at the moment, they're prioritising the walls just to keep people safe.
Well,
I'm going to
smashing.
be keeping an eye out on the watchtower then, I think, just
Okay.
for added safety.
Roll
So-
a perception check as well,
4.
please, Callum. So we've got 4 on
Yep.
Blake's perception check.
No, investigation. You said.
No, investigation for
Did
Nathan.
you? Oh shit! I rolled investigation. Should we roll perception?
No,
Yes,
yeah,
roll perception.
Second for you.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry. I get a
Nate,
plus 3 on that.
what is your perception?
So the night previous to this,
investigation.
I actually stayed up quite late reading about liches in a book that I'd found in the town. So I know exactly
Did
what
you
I'm
now?
looking for. Yep, I'm well educated. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I've made the hunt for liches my hobby, and I rolled a solid 5.
Roll a solid 5. Well,
So I'm storming around this village looking for a
You-
lich.
You waded into the river and found a bunch of leeches.
Well-
That's
Yep.
what you did.
people are saying hello to you as you walk past. Some are bowing in respect. Others are as you just walk by looking for a lich. You don't find any evidence because you know exactly what you're looking for.
Nate,
Yep.
have you told my character this? That you think there's a lich afoot?
Oh, I exclaimed outwardly from the get-go. I was in character when I said it's lunchtime. No one's eating lunch and no one's got a drink. There's treachery afoot. This is the work of a lich, and I stormed
Well,
up and started looking
okay.
for a lich.
I rolled an 18, so as I don't do books, I rely on my senses and my natural perception of the world. So what do I find?
Nothing at the
Roll an
moment because
18.
no one's gone for lunch.
I rolled a
Yeah, but we're
9 on
looking
my
for a lich.
Thank
perception.
God.
Okay, good to
We're
know.
looking for a lich, aren't we?
No, I thought you were looking for a drink in a.
Oh no, yeah, oh sorry, I've got confused. Yeah, I'm waiting for von Stiepelstein to have his food and drink.
Well, at
Uh,
this
uh,
point, about another hour's passed, and some people are sitting down and having their food, others are still working, and it swaps vary. Yes, Sam?
as Sir Nade's looking around for a lich he thinks it's gotta be there, I'll just be like, don't worry, friend, I've got this, and I'll hit my staff on the ground and cast Eyes of the Grave. So if there's undead within 60 feet, I'll pick it up.
No, there's no one dead in 60 feet.
We're clear.
We can make that happen.
You can make that happen. Oh
Oh,
my
I can make that
god!
So, is von Stiepelstein eating yet?
He's eating and having a drink. Yes, he's just currently sitting and having
Alright.
a break. He's sipping
I would like to
a
take-
hot beverage.
Outside of my bag, I would like to take the flask of the liquid
Oh
and pour it
god.
into his drink.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check. Well, roll a stealth check first as you approach him.
That's a 9.
Okay. Then roll a sleight of hand check.
Channel divinities do I get die? 1.
Oh, 22.
No.
I'm
So-
gonna head back to my hut
so-
and continue planning the village.
Von Stiepelstein does see you approach. Because you're rather
Mhm.
quite a big lad. But luckily enough, he's so obsessed with getting the festival ready, he's not paying attention as you pour this weird flask into his cup, and he then continues to drink his hot beverage and taste it.
So
It just goes on.
Is there any effect that he takes from having null penis drink?
No. In fact, he actually quite enjoys it. Being a goblin, they're not very particular on their
Oh.
taste, to be honest. So,
Yeah.
I don't want it to poison him.
yeah. No penises aren't very. How can I put it?
Back to
Toxic.
the drawing board on this one.
There's
Eldest
a
obviously is
bit of a
inexperienced in
salty
these
taste to it, but that's about it.
Yeah. Voldus is very inexperienced with these non-warrior traditional ways, so it was an attempt.
But of course, you haven't got. By the way, you haven't got much of that liquid left. I would say you've got about 2 more cups worth of null penis soup.
You gotta make them count.
So you
That's
got to make
fine.
them count.
Yeah, so whilst everyone's doing everything, I'll just try and like plant some flowers from the forest into like around the buildings and make it look pretty. Just be like,
All right. Yeah, roll a nature check, and then because that'll just determine how long it takes you. Are you planning to plant a lot or just?
Just as many as I can. I'll just find some pretty flowers and then just replant them.
Okay,
That sort of thing.
that's fine.
So apparently I don't know what a flower is because that was a natural one.
Wow. Well, you come across what you've seen at night, the flowers that bloom and glow in such a certain way. You're quite curious about them yourself, and you decide to pick up a few. But then, because you picked up a few and you were going to take them back to the village, you forgot to replant some seeds. So by the time you got back to the village, you're like, oh, I forgot what I was doing. It was one of those moments like where you walk into a kitchen, you go in for something, and you realise, what the hell did I come in here for? But of
It
course,
can't be that important.
can't be that important because you forgot about it. But you did.
I'll
I would say you do manage to pick a few flowers. You just forgot to plant some seeds in their replacement.
just because canonically Smash is still helping set up the village, because that would be a thing I just thought of. Whilst the festivities are being prepared, my character will just be talking to him about what Warforged are, because he doesn't even know what Warforged are yet, in a sense. Yeah, so it'll just be.
Do you need me to like go through a general basis of what Warforged are?
No, so basically, no, I'll message you what's found. That'll be it.
Yeah,
Because
but
there's something on. Yeah, I'll
that's
message
fine. I'm just wondering if you wanted like a massive in-depth detail or. No, that's good. So, if no one's got anything else planned, throughout the rest of the day, festivities continue. You watch the tower. Nothing of note, Callum, that comes across your eye. You notice a series of different creatures going through the woods, but not the similar figures that you saw at night. This is just standard wildlife. You do see at one point like like a bunny come out and then like a large green hand grab it and drag it back in. But towards the end of the day, people have now set up a nice long set table. Also, you do hear Maxwell approach you and says that the arena is ready for a temporary inspection.
Nay.
This is you. He's approaching Nate, and he's just like, "Sire, I have set up arena for training purposes, but I was
I'll
told
stop him
that."
halfway through. Can you hear that?
No.
What were you saying?
I was saying that I was told that if I so desired, I could fight one of your men for the guard captain position. I would very much like to do so. And on top of that, we have set up a temporary arena which we are going to improve for trading purposes as well of some of the villagers.
I'm sorry. Your name is again?
Maxwell.
Oh right. I have a more important job for you, Maxwell. If that's okay. One of much higher prestige.
Very well.
I'm due to receive today's lunch. If you would do me the favor, could you collect it for me? But also just give it a taste on your way.
I will have someone collect that for you, my lord.
No, I can only I need someone I can trust, Maxwell.
All right, I can do that, sir, but I don't think it's necessary for me to taste your lunch.
What's your position, Maxwell? What's your title?
My title? Well, my only title is Sir Maxwell at this point in time, but
You're getting a promotion, Sir Maxwell. Please take a knee.
very well, sir.
I'm gonna stand up, and I've been spending a long time drawing out my maps for the village. I'm gonna take the pencil and dab it on his shoulder. I, King Nade, dub thee royal taster of food. Go get my fucking lunch.
He just walks off very confused. But someone else comes back at this point in time with your food. Von Stiefelsheim has sent some food your way, my lord.
Did you taste it?
No. What do you wish for me to taste it, my lord?
Taste the food.
Okay, he takes a bite out of it. Nothing happens. Puts it down.
Was it good?
It was adequate, yes, my lord.
Very well. I'm gonna tuck into my lunch.
All right.
So, I need to come check out the fighting ring. Is that what this is? The arena?
I don't know, Lord. I'm just a serving hand. Maxwell may be the one to speak to you about that.
Oh, are you not him?
No.
Where's the other chap? I'm actually looking up at this point. I hadn't looked up previously.
He's currently overseeing training of a few villages and setting up his men in guard positions. My lord,
What's your name?
Thompson.
Tonson? You're getting a promotion today, Tonson. Take a knee.
Oh, thank you, Lord. That's mighty
I'm gonna
generous
stand
of
up.
you.
I'm gonna eat the rest of the chicken off the bone and take the bone and dab him on the shoulder. I.W. Sir Tonson, and you will face Maxwell in the arena today. And if you win, you get his sword, you get his armor, you get his shield, you get his wife. Has he got a wife?
I don't know,
You
my
get his
lord, but
wife as well, Tonson.
I don't wish
You
to.
get his wife.
I don't wish to fight in the arena. I thought the boldest person was supposed to fight him for a
Yeah, I'm
guard
not in the
captain.
vicinity of this conversation.
I'm just gonna lean in.
It's very loud. It's not exactly
gonna
a
lean in.
quiet
Just gonna
conversation.
lean like this. Gonna lick his ear a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just like read it. Okay.
Do
So-
your family proud, boy.
Oh, having heard this commotion, I'll just poke my head and be like, "So Nate,
he
you
sort
okay?"
of just scurries away and starts crying. We're gonna need a HR department.
I'm just getting this work done. You know, just planning the village out. I haven't really haven't slept for 2 weeks. just been planning the village.
At this point, Von Stupelstein shows up and is like, my lord.
Stapelstein, give me a minute. Nate, let's go into another room and
It's only
I'll-
one room because the village isn't finished.
and I'll just lie you down and just be like, "This'll put you to sleep." And I'll just tap you lightly on the head with my staff and like just cast light at the same time, so you think it's doing something.
By tap, it just means thwack.
Yeah. I don't even know how to respond.
I'll just leave you there.
I would say if you wish to go to
Thank
sleep,
you.
you can.
Yeah, I'll just be like, I'll look after the runnings of things. I don't imagine there's much going on other than preparing
Well,
for the boldest
at
defeat
this
Maxwell
point,
later today.
it's just like, well, let's let our lord sleep. The festival preparations are almost complete.
I'm just gonna reach for Tin Man's hand before he leaves.
You
Tell
like grab a
voluptuous.
parliament.
Tell voluptuous I said good luck.
I'm sure.
Okay, his name.
I'm go-
Do you not know his name?
Of course I do. It begins with a V. It's voluptuous.
Oh, okay. You need your
I
sleep.
can't hear this conversation.
And I'll just like
You do hear
Oh,
Von,
no.
Von Stapelstein
pillow.
gesture over. You Thompson, fetch our new king some fine pillows and a blanket to rest on.
I'm halfway falling asleep and go, that's Sir Tonson. To you.
Okay, Sir Thompson, can you please find voluptuous king some fine rest? And after a few minutes, he's gathered up quite a few pillows, and they managed to get you a nice fancy private tent that you could sleep in.
Is this
Sick.
fight that's going to happen to the death?
No, to be knocked out.
He would
Can we
be
not
if I was
use
awake.
weapons? So we can't use axes and stuff.
No, you can use weapons, but they'll all be non-lethal attacks, unless you wish to make them lethal attacks.
Oh,
I was just wondering
no.
what the rules was. That was it.
Like, this will be on the base. This fight will be on the basis of non-lethal attacks.
Okay.
Does Valdus know what that means?
I don't know. This is Valdus we're talking about. I highly doubt that he does, but
Can't comprehend it. Fight's a fight, isn't it?
so after a few minutes, people are like, some people have been cooking as well during all this, and an array of food have been taken out, and you have been given your own sort of head table. So, like in normal medieval sense, there's all long tables of the villagers, and then there's a head table. Obviously, there is a larger chair that's been roughly made. So they're all sort of like the different boxes, but you guys have got quite nice, fancy chairs, the best that they can provide. And they've been made comfortable. Ignite will be on one side, Von Stiepelstein is on the next, and then Sam and Voldus will be about here. Will be a bit further on, whichever side you wish to sit on. And then obviously, you also notice that there's a few other empty chairs, but you also presume that these are going to be different council roles. So, like, one would be a head captain guard. But considering that you guys have started this town and you're guests of honor, you will always have seats up here, depending on what your role is. But Barden, at this point, Von Stiepelstein stands up and hello, everyone. Our mighty king, our ruler, has been working so hard these last 2 weeks to make plans, get everything safe, and has a bit of lack of sleep, so he's resting quite well, but he urges you all to have merriment and enjoy a good time, and gives you all the best. We will be holding a few competitions for you all. There will be the one with Maxwell versus Voldus for the captain of the guard position. You hear like a small group of men, being Voldus's men, like, yeah, slamming their cups and everything on the table. And then other people are speaking and like looking at Voldus, and it's just like, this should be a good match because they're looking at how built and big he is. So they're hoping that it will be quite a good fight.
Yeah.
And then we've got a bush cutting competition between our naturey Warforge and
At this point, I'm like flower pruning just on the table, like.
we also have against our head farmer Samantha, and this big butch redhead woman stands up. Very well built. Like, she's not like swole, like her pecs are like sticking out, but like because she works the field, she's very well built. Like, her muscles are defined. She looks like she could crush a man or two. But it will be an honor to show you what I can do. But incredibly fair voice as she speaks. And then these festivities go on for a couple of hours, so if you guys wish to participate in anything, are you guys drinking at this point?
I'm not.
I don't eat or drink.
Because I'm
so,
going to be careful to what's happening later, but I will eat. Just because I haven't eaten much yet.
Yeah.
I'm not eating. I'm prepared for the fight. So.
Okay. So a few hours, people, throughout the town, a few villagers come over and greet themselves to you and shake your hands. All the people are speaking to one another. Stories exchange. People are laughing. They're generally having a good time there. It's quite surprisingly, Maxwell has pulled out a pan flute and is playing a bit for the people. Very gentle soul, this man is. And then a few other people bring out instruments, drums. They start singing, all having a good time. This goes on for a good 3 hours, and then Maxwell stops playing because he sees one stupid song. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could make your way to the arena, please, as people begin to make their way to the arena, and you three are also guided to this as well.
I'll
And
be
then-
taking point next to Voldis.
So at this point, you all come across, and you see like the guards themselves have made a temporary show for them. They built like very sound but crude stands, sort of like you get in American sort of basketball arenas and stuff, where they're sort of stacked up. So you get seats like that, and there's about 4 of them going along, and then in the centre there's a pit dug out, but the earth is flattened. Von Stupel says to you, well, it seems as we had a bit of inspiration. This will be where a training ground as well. There'll be a few more improvements coming along. Obviously, it will not be our top priority, but it's a good place for the men to train.
Right.
And then obviously there's a few tents.
So can I just speak to Maxwell?
Yes.
Or... So Maxwell, what kind of fight would you want to do? Would you want to do a bare-fisted fight or weapons?
Well, I would like to
I think
test.
bare-fisted.
You wish to go
would be-
bare-fisted?
Well, I think that's the true strength of test of a man, isn't it? No weapons and old-fashioned and less likely for anyone to get badly hurt.
If you so wish, so I am more than happy to test my might. Would you wish to be wearing armor?
Get a flashback to
I don't
Glenn.
wear armor.
Well, then I will meet you as equal man and take off my armor as well.
No,
Do we have
just
some
before.
guards checking watching the walls while the festival's going on?
Yes,
Or are we
that's Maxwell's men, who, as you
Okay.
saw, they went off and did other things. So any who did participate in drinks realised that it wasn't actually alcoholic drinks at the time. Because obviously it's a bit of a luxury, and people only brought with what was necessary. So they brought like water and different sort of stuff. But
So let's get this on.
Just
Alright.
just before the fight starts, I'll go up to Voldis and I'll run my hand across him, like say,
whoa! It's not that kind of stream, Sam.
Oh, it's getting me. It's getting me. Up.
may,
He's going
may
to
the
oil
mother of
Sam
the
up.
earth bless you, and then I'll just lightly him on the head and cast Shield of Faith on him, but to try and disguise it as a blessing.
As a blessing. Oh, if you're going to try and disguise it, can you please roll a sleight of hand check? Yeah, let's say sleight of hand.
It's a 12.
12, okay. Right. Let's just get our big man up into this arena. Can you roll an initiative for me, please? Voldus.
Just rolled up.
And you've got +2 to your AC for the next 10 minutes.
13.
Where did I put the players? Folders. There we go.
Hey, look at that. That's an arena.
Mm.
Obviously, this is not to scale what, but hopefully this is what it will look like in the future.
Yeah. Are the bloodstains included at the moment? Or are we going to have to add them in ourselves?
You'll have to add
No,
that
I'm
bit to
adding-
yourself.
literally, the guy was just like slitting his arm down the thing.
Right, let's just make sure you have got control of that, Blake.
Just before it's going to start, I'll tap Ignite and just go, you may want to go Sir Nade. I think he'll be sad for missing out on the fight.
Oh, is he gone to sleep?
Yeah, he's
probably
very,
still
very
asleep. He hasn't
tired.
really woke up. Yeah.
I'm gonna go over, see if he's had enough sleep and if he wants to come and watch the fight.
So as you get to my tent, I'm just raising anyway, just stirring. And I, can I? Yes. What?
The festival's already started.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not even gonna put any trousers on. I head straight out, naked from the waist down, with a nice with a cotton tunic on top. Let's go.
But your trousers.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
undress you. When did that happen?
Yeah, you did.
Right. Ooh,
Oh no, my stats
what a
have gone.
bad time to get a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh.
not
Right.
20 in it.
Okay. Let
Some
me-
fisticuffs,
Some
Toby.
fisticuffs, yes, I know, don't worry.
Don't forget your +2 AC. But I was going to call you Bane then. Did that save to my spells?
Callum, I'm going to assume you followed behind me carrying my clothes that I left behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up
We
some
got-
clothes for you.
Oh, so we got the naked emperor or not?
I mean, half
Right,
naked. Come
okay,
on, it's a family
let's
show.
begin.
I'm gonna hold
Blake,
them in front
just
of you
out of
until you get
curiosity, what
changed.
did you get initiative-wise?
I said 13.
13, okay, so, as von Steeplestein steps on a small wooden box, ladies and gentlemen, let the festivities commence with these two brave warriors, in their own right strong and tough. Will pure brawn win this fight? And he gestures his hand towards Voldus. You could do whatever pose you want, Voldus. And then, or will true wisdom and experience win the day? As he then gestures towards Maxwell as he puts his hands together and bows in respect. I wish you a good fight. And then let the battle commence. And like lightning, Maxwell just jets towards you. But this,
Okay.
which I can't seem to control Maxwell. Why can I not control Maxwell? Because I've got a feeling I put him as background. I did. I did put him as
I can't
background.
control. I can move myself. Okay.
As he
Right.
I'm
As
getting
he-
big grum flashbacks,
Boom.
by the way.
as he
same.
towards you and then begins to unleash a flurry of fist attacks. So, coming with the
Right.
first one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Grum's having
Yeah,
fight.
it's the exact same situation.
What do you mean? He's definitely not in way over his head again.
23 to hit.
That hits.
All right. As you take, it doesn't say a dice. It just says
This flurry of
bludgeoning.
blows.
No, it's just general bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, bludgeoning damage.
So it's just boom. I think it's just a straight 5 because it doesn't tell me to roll anything, according to D&D Beyond. But that doesn't seem right.
No, apparently it was just a 5.
Melee,
Might
yeah,
fuck this a bit.
melee damage, as in hand-to-hand combat damage, is just straight damage.
It's just right. All right, you're
Yeah.
taking 5 damage
Depending
straight off the bat.
Right.
We'll see if
Okay.
there's
Level
updates
up.
on the
Okay.
stream.
Second second attack coming your way. That is 16 to hit. Is that
Just
correct?
not hit.
Yeah, 16. Okay. Second hit as he comes in, but you manage to push away his hand.
+2 AC already coming in there, and I'm like,
20 to hit.
How many hits has he got?
He
It's a lot.
gets 3 attacks per turn.
yeah,
Fuck then.
So
know
yeah,
thine
yeah.
enemy.
Yeah.
so that's if that hits, that's another 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you. As he you manage to block one, but just with his actual jabbing hand smacks you across the face. And believe that's all he can do for now. So yeah, that ends his
Right.
turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go rage straight off the bat.
All right,
Yes. Do it,
I'm
Blake.
gonna...
this is going to be a long fight, I can tell.
Yeah.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it's either a grapple or a punch, isn't it? I have the choice between.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna go for a grapple.
Go for it. That's his strength versus yours then.
Okay. 13.
It's cocked. Ooh. What's his strength modifier? 16.
Ooh.
I've done my turn then.
As you try to grapple him, but manages to push your hands out and say, and then obviously taking this opportunity, you attempt to grab him. He's going for another 3 strikes. 19 to hit.
Yep.
All right, that's another 5 points of bludgeoning damage because I don't have to roll anything else.
Well,
Oh,
it's 2.5, so 2.
oh, so 2, yeah, because you're raging. That is correct. Bum. Why is my maths escaping me today? 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right, another 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And then the last one, not as big as a number as I wanted. That's a 6, yeah. So plus that, 14 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
As he, it doesn't seem to be phasing you, but he's taking quick jabs, doing some damage. You feel it as it's just left, right, and then you're managing to block one every so often as and that ends his turn.
All right. So I'm gonna roll to hit with a bludgeoning fist, an arm strike.
Okay, go for it.
8.
8. That does not hit.
All right, then you let him do his rolls.
Right, here come the next 3 attacks. That's a natural 1, so that's not going to hit. That is a 22 to hit. So
That
that's
hits.
another 2 points of damage. And then another 24 to hit. So another 2 points of damage on top of that. As
I'm gonna roll to hit with my. Oh, are you doing anything else? Or?
and then I believe that ends his turn.
Just rolled 26 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
and 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. She won't let me seem to take it
And
away.
then
5 damage. Yep.
all right.
So at this point, the crowd's cheering as blows are exchanged. Everyone's like, "Yeah, yeah, come on, rip his fucking head off!" One person shouting.
Are you looking pretty bad, like?
Oh, I'm looking fine.
Okay.
Just absorbing the blows.
Lol.
Depends how much HP he has, you know, at the end of the day.
Like I said, this is going to be a long fight if we're doing it this way.
I mean, anyone want to throw any weapons in the ring? Anyone?
So
From
first,
the WWE style, grab a fucking chair, you know, throw that shit in there.
first set of. But at this point, Maxwell before he makes his attack, he sort of says, "I wish to get your real taste of metal. Shall we make this with weapons, my friend?"
Yeah, we can move on to weapons.
Yep. So
We can move on to weapons. Yeah. Call it a two-parter.
Yeah. As he steps back, if you let him.
Steps back. Attack of opportunity.
Well, that's why I'm saying he is leaving his melee range, and we are still in combat.
We're both gonna go back and grab our.
As
honourable
two
person,
people
so
come back,
go quick.
one of someone throws Maxwell his sword, and he grabs him. He doesn't put any of his armor on. He refuses to stay on off with his armor. He wants to still fight you as an equal.
I just want to do something.
My axe. My axe, Warforged.
So they've both got weapons now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy on my voice to make it booming. I'm gonna step into the ring and go, "Stop this fight!"
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's like, "Aw."
I'm going to be
I'm
using
there.
Mage
That
Hand
one,
to hold his
one-
that
hands
one
and
person
weapon.
who's still really excited. No, I want blood. Twist his dick off.
Oh, God.
I'm standing there, one leg up on a big piece of stone. My giant red devilish phallus swinging in the wind, screaming, "Stop this fight!" And I point my finger towards Maxwell and go, "That man is a traitor. He poisoned my food.
Did he?
I was in my tent. I asked him to bring me some food. The next thing I knew, I woke up with my bottom half naked."
Right, I'm gonna grab
Hey,
my javelin.
Maxwell just sort of turns. Are you sure you didn't forget your clothes? As he then
I don't have
gestures to Callum behind you.
No, he's trying to wriggle out of it.
Everyone.
That is the sign of a guilty man. Arrest that man.
But Von Stapelstein comes up. He goes, "My lord, I think you still may be a bit tired." No,
I'm not tired.
no,
What's
no,
the rest of the party doing? Are they getting involved or?
I don't know. The crowd's a
I'm
bit
just
stunned
keep-
and also very confused. Like, no one seems to be
is-
responding you to
um,
tell him to arrest that man.
Yeah.
I'm just resting against my staff, like,
No, I've cast Mage Hand. I'm holding his trousers in front of
I
his
was going to
dick.
get really worried what you were about to say next then, Callum. I was like, I've cast Mage Hand and I've grabbed...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Have they confirmed something with Sternade? Just because the fight stopped, I assume.
yeah, they're currently
Are
out
you
of combat,
saying
yeah.
that? Yeah. Are you saying that Maxwell plotted against you to cause you harm?
I'm saying I was in my tent, working as I have been for the last 2 weeks. I asked Maxwell to bring me some food. He sends a stranger to my tent with some food. Next thing I know, I wake up, got no trousers on.
I've put
At,
you
the, at,
to
the,
bed,
at this
Sir
at this
Nate.
at this point,
No,
Sir
I'll just go
Thompson,
up and whisper that in his ear.
Sir
just like to add
Thompson
something.
also says
Oh.
at this point, I did taste his food and I'm fine.
Well, I'd just like to say I did see the little dwarf goblin thing, whatever his name is. I don't care. The little green bastard. Messing around with some food in the kitchen.
Right, at this point, I want Nathan and Blake to roll deception checks.
Perception. Or
Deception.
Perception.
If Nate honestly believes it, is that
Deception.
persuasion?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll deception if I genuinely believe this is the truth?
If you
I'm
genuinely
not
believe,
trying to lie.
okay,
This is what I
18.
think actually happened.
okay.
I rolled an 18 anyway, so.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage, and Blake rolled
18.
18. Okay.
Get this green little bastard.
9.
Okay.
Why,
Between-
why,
Pull
did,
that
why,
pop
did,
up on the screen
Bet-
as well. Then.
between
why disadvantage?
Why disadvantage? Because you believe
Get out
it,
loud.
but it's still not the truth.
It's a bit outlandish.
And you're completely bollock naked, so no one's really taking you seriously.
Hmm.
I do.
Are we going to get kicked out of our own town?
I vote for no confidence. At this point, the town's like, Von Stiepelstein comes up, and it's just like the town's all it's getting very, very confused, and it's just like Von Stiepelstein stuff. Ha ha ha! Isn't our great leader such a joker?
I'll go up and lead
And-
Nate off to the
and-
side and be like,
And everyone else
let's get
starts
this out
laughing,
now.
and it's just like,
Can I pick up Von Stiepelstein?
you could try.
Yeah, I want to try.
Alright.
Check to how to roll.
Roll a straight. No, roll a dex check.
$20.
yeah.
22. As you attempt to grab,
Oh shit! Oh
Goblin.
shit!
as
Roll this. is calling out D&D's profits bullshit.
Well, you don't know this character's
Wolf, wolf,
background and skills.
What is for fool that shit?
So a goblin rogue. He's shifty as shit. Right.
He's a little shifty.
as
Does
you
he
as you
got my
attempt to grab him, steps to one side and just sort of gracefully does a twist around you as well. Well,
Right.
that was quite entertaining. I think we've got ourselves quite a king here. Shall we get on with the fight? And everyone's like, yeah. The same dude again is like, twist his dick off.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's get back with the fight.
As you
So-
both step back
I'm
into the
asking,
arena. As you both step back into the arena, the fight commences one right, and Samuel
Come to the middle bit here.
gestures towards you as he has one hand on his katana and says, "I will let you make the first move."
Okay. Right. I'll come up to him then.
Go for it. As now battle has
Now what-
commenced once again.
And I'm gonna roll to hit with my great axe.
Yep, go for it.
9. Oh,
No,
I
that
missed.
misses. As he steps to one side as you bring up your mighty axe and slam on the floor, and bits of dirt begin to fly out. But in this moment, he grabs his blade and goes for a strike.
Okay.
So first attack,
Whilst this is going on,
natural
I'll,
one, so that's
take
going to
Nate
miss.
I'll take Nate
Alright.
for a walk around the town so he can air his opinions.
Sam, I'm giving you the pants back.
22.
Yeah.
That hits.
And then so we roll for damage.
Mhm.
Put that on top. 8 points of slashing damage, so that's half to 4.
4. Cool.
And then third and final attack as he brings up with a swing, and then that is a 24 to hit.
Okay. How much damage?
And then 11, so 5 points of slashing damage as he brings it back down on you and cuts the blood.
Okay, right. I'm gonna roll to hit with my great axe.
Go for it.
18.
18, okay. Let me just check something here. Bum. Once per turn, if you take the attack action, good advantage. No, that's not it. I was just looking for. He should have a trait where he can stop that. But I'm not seeing it. Where the hell is his parry? Ah, there it is. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, so that hits, so roll for damage.
$13.
13. So he's going to. Even on the maximum, this won't do. No, okay. He's not going to parry or take it. So 13 damage. Okay. Boom. Damage taken away. Okay, now it's his turn. Coming with the 3 attacks. First one's a 13. How long does this bless last for, by the way, Sam?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, cool. That's not a natural 20, but it's 20 in total.
Okay, so that hits.
Same again.
How much damage?
I'm just going to roll both of those damages now. 8, and then 7, so that's 15 in total, and that's half to 7.
7. Cool.
And that ends his
Right.
turn.
I'm going to go for another hit with the great axe.
Go for it.
I rolled a 22.
22. Yeah, that
Sweet.
hits.
22, yeah. And then 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay.
Sweet.
$15. Okay, right. Same 3 attacks coming your way. That is a 25 to hit,
That hits.
a 17 to hit,
Doesn't hit.
and an 18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, sweet.
So 2 hits.
I just realised I was using percentage dice there for some strange reason. So that's 14 in total, and then 13 in total. Add those together. That is 27.
Okay, one of them can on the highest one. Can I do a can I do a reaction?
Depends what the reaction is.
Stone's endurance. As a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12.
Why 1d12? Okay, yep, go for it.
So let me roll a d12.
It's 1d12 plus 3, I think, for you.
Yeah, 1d12 plus 3 once per short rest. Roll 8 plus the 3 is 11.
11. Okay, so take away the 11 from that 27. That is 16, and then
Half that's 8.
that's 8. Yep, and I believe that's the last of your rage because we were out of combat, and rage only lasts for a minute.
Right, I'll
so
just re-rage straight again then.
Okay, well that's another rage
Just-
taken.
just-
Oh
And
no, I've lost my head.
I'll roll to hit.
Yep, go for it.
He's dead.
16.
16. That misses.
Okay. And not got really equipment I can use, so yep. Right, you roll yours.
25.
That hits.
18.
Hits.
And I always do shit on the third roll. No, that's not going to hit because that's a 13.
It's 2 hits then.
2 hits. Bum, 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 bum. That's a percentage dice again. What the fuck, man? 10 plus 4, 14. And then 13. Damn, that was a good set of roll. So 27 in total, half. So that's.
Well, I'm out of the
Third.
fight then.
You're out of the fight.
Yeah, dead.
Oh, okay. As the flurry, as the slashes fall, but you fall unconscious, and the fight is over. The winner is decided, and the new captain of the guard is. People cheer, but also cheer for Voldus as well. As Maxwell gives you a potion, so that is 2d4. So that's 4 points plus 2, so that's 6 point HP back. As he helps you to your feet and says, "That was a very good fight. You hit
Can I
hard."
give him a fist bump?
Yes, and he gives you back a fist bump.
Fist bump.
I could tell that you're still very young and unexperienced, but I will expect one day that you will surpass me. But it was fine fighting with you,
Count
Voldus,
that.
and I look forward to the day that we fight together in defense of this village.
So whilst the fight was going on, I was walking around the perimeter of the village, talking to Nate, just going. I handed him his pants that Callum gave me. I'm like, "What's up?"
I'm just so tired.
So
Bit less tired now that you're
Go
asleep.
back. You should rest for this night because I think we're heading out in the morning. Can't remember the full scale of things. Rest up. I'm always here if you need an ear. even though I don't have any. I can all I can offer is my advice and wisdom. I I will always give you my honest thoughts.
I'm
You
gonna
just seem to
stare.
have something on your mind.
Gonna put a hand on your shoulder and stare straight into your eyes.
They glow, by the way.
My god is leaving me, Tin Man.
Why is your god leaving you?
I hear her voice. Whenever I try to sleep, she speaks to me.
Who is your god?
He's gone. He's leaving.
You need sleep. Go sleep. Go get some sleep. Rest up. I'll take point outside your bed chambers because I don't need to sleep to make sure that no one interferes with your sleep, so you can rest easy.
Gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, and then I lead him back in, lie him down. I do the light thing again. I feel like his mum, and I take a century's rest next to his, well, not next to his bed, but just near his bed. So I just shut down for 6 hours, but can still see everything.
You can. That is what Warforgers do.
I forgot that when we were setting up the town, we were like, "Oh, who's taking watch?" I was like, "I should have really been doing it," because, yeah. But yeah,
So, are you carrying on or?
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, are you guys done? Yeah.
Nate to
Oh,
sleep.
Dave,
I thought I
Sam,
wanted to
what
bring
about
the
your
Ignite.
what about your competition?
Yeah,
Well,
what about his competition?
Yeah,
that
so,
depends
yeah,
whether Sam
I'll-
wishes to do it or not. If he's going down for 6 hours, he can't do it.
Yeah, no, I'll put Nate to sleep and be like, I'll be back in a bit. I need to go beat some burly woman.
It's a burly woman. I need to go and beat
I,
some burly woman. If someone came in at that point, that would be the best sentence ever.
Can I voice my concern? Can I go talk to Ignite because he's been watching the fight?
Yeah.
I'm watching up from the stands now.
So can I go up to the stands and join Ignite to watch our Warforged friend?
As it's come as they're setting up for the next fight, as you two are up in the stands, they're bringing two like big bushes out and putting them in the middle of the arena. And then
right, Ignite.
they plant these bushes down.
Mhm.
And that's about it. If you guys want to say something.
Okay, Ignite. I need to speak to you in confidence about something.
Okay.
I am gravely concerned with this place. The goblin is acting very shifty, and I'm a bit concerned that our Sir Nade, as you can see, he's now acting very delirious after
Well,
he was presumably sodomized by either the goblin or this new. Remember he's a monk as well, and the monks. I know Nade is not a child, but monks do have afflictions that they have to take out, and I'm a bit worried.
It's now canonical that Voldis thinks Nade was diddled in his sleep.
Yeah, because I believe what Sir Nade has told me, and I'm concerned the goblins are all behind this.
So
Callum's face looks like the exact face I'd imagine Ignite making.
my character's doing the exact face at the moment. So the Warforged put Nate to sleep. For starters.
Oh, the Warforged doesn't have a penis.
Please be quiet.
Or does he?
You can check later, that's not important at the moment.
That'll be a
The
fun set of
goblin
rolls.
helped Nade save face. Nothing sketchy's happening. You can try and take it further, but I'm not going to help you ruin this town already.
Well, how would it be ruining it? I'm concerned for the welfare of the town.
If you try and kill that goblin, I will try to stop you unless you have a good enough reason.
Who said anything about killing him?
If you try to hurt that goblin without good enough reason, I will stop you.
Hurt is a very vague definition. We'll
I'm
leave it
going
at that.
to.
Then. We'll leave it
I'm
at that.
casting produce flame in my hand. It's like, you know what's going to happen if you keep this up.
You know how to keep me happy. You know what I require.
I'm gonna move seats for the moment, I think.
Yeah, you just slowly, as the conversation's been going, you've slowly been sliding along and further away. Do you know what?
Can I just go get some drinks?
Yeah, go
Like,
for
and
it.
just get smashed.
I'm
I
gonna
just
go
wanna
and
go-
apologize to the
Yeah.
goblin.
Roll an investigation
just-
check.
Who? Me?
Yes.
That's 15.
All right. You thoroughly find a few alcoholic beverages, and you can get smashed for the rest of the night. From what you found.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm just gonna sit here, just knocking them back while watching.
All right. So this continues as Samantha walks upon the stage, shears in hand. And then you were being handed some as well, Sam. And once again, von Steeplestein stands up and goes, "Now, for something a little different. We will now cut these bushes in truly, truly great fashion. And then you, our audience, will vote on who did the best work. Then they will be decided in preserving our nature. So in order to preserve nature, one must destroy it. Some would say, others turn it into an even more beautiful thing. But only our two competitors will be able to do such a thing. Now, for what they must make, you must make a new representation of this town, what this town means to you, and what you hope, all in one. Begin. Can you roll a nature check for me, please, Sam, and then a performance check?
Nature and performance. Is it anything goes type thing?
Yes, only
Just
as long
sculpt-
as it portrays what he said, but essentially whatever it means to you.
Okay, I'll cast spiritual weapon in the form of a pair of shears.
Ooh. Then if you're doing that, I will allow you to have advantage on your performance check.
Awesome. So nature, that is 18, and performance. Both of these aren't my strong suits.
Oh, those are two shitty rolls.
Ha.
12. So what was that? 18 performance and 12 on. No, 12 on performance, 18 on nature.
Okay. So as a couple of hours passes, your magical shears are cutting through like almost at like lightning speed. The crowd is in true awe of what they're seeing in front of them, and then Samantha seems to be locking up people watching her, and then also in awe of these amazing shears. And she's going very slowly, and she can't quite seem to get the gusto going of thing, and she seems very quite nervous. And then after these a few hours change and works of art are being done, would you like to tell us what you have created, Sam?
Yes, so the bush will be fashioned into a giant tree that is just blooming outwards in a sign of Sylvanus the Oak Father, with his sigil of the oak leaf also like in the trunk, sort of swirling around the trunk as well.
Right. And then Samantha herself has done a very poor design of a house where it's just like the outline of the shape of a house. There's no actual divine detail to it. It doesn't look that impressive at all. And everyone turns round and sort of like people are muttering, and then von Stiepelstein stands up and goes, "Well, let your cheers be the voting decide. Cheer for who you want." And because not everyone in the village knows your name, they're like, "War forged, war forged, war forged." And then
Everyone will know Like Batman.
And then from that it is decided, my friends. We are now have our winner. We have the Warforged as our new nature pacifist. Now, let the festivities continue as more people, like, instruments, they're dancing about, enjoying a good time as the night comes to an. The night continues.
I will head straight back to Nade to keep watch because I promised him.
As night slowly dies down, people return to their tents. Soldiers watching. Nice at the night sky. The forest lights up once more as it does every night. And you all rest. And sleep well.
And Nade gets like 13 hours sleep, doesn't wake up until like 2 in the afternoon. Like
The next day, dawn breaks. People are back to work. People with hangovers, including Voldus. As you wake up, and you hear the loud banging of hammers, people talking, having merriment. You can also hear, in his new role already, Maxwell training a few villagers with wooden swords as he tells them, now thrust, strike, keep those knees together, put your arm up. You do not want to let your enemy let you see you're exposed there. You need to do a strong strike. As this continues, people are training. The familiar taps on the ground of your goblin friend approaches, and he approaches you, Ignite. Obviously, you are the right-hand man of Sir Nath, but there's a few other items of business we must conclude.
Yes.
So I have been informed of your little trip, and I have gotten you a cart ready. So that is ready for whenever you wish to go. But within the 2 weeks, we should have your magic shop and blacksmith up and running. The wall is people have been working very hard this morning. The wall is near completion. Is there anything else you would like to prioritize after these shops are done if you're not back in time?
Well, I would advise you send some of the strongest men out for hunting, but not in the forest, on the outskirts still, just to keep some food stores up a bit.
Very well.
I think for
will
now the
prioritize.
forest is too dangerous.
I'm sure Maxwell can find some fine hunters for you amongst our villages. Is there anything would you like us to prioritize to start mining, or is there any other particular buildings? Because we will be setting up temporary huts, which will eventually expand into proper houses for people. But is there anything else in particular?
I'm just a little bit out of the way, readying my equipment and whatnot. I haven't really spoke much this morning, but I do hear this, so I head over to him, and I'm gonna slip him a piece of paper, and it's got an absolute bullshit of a spell on there that makes no sense whatsoever. And I'm just gonna say, this spell will keep the liches away.
Oh, good.
this character.
Oh, it's fine work. This is.
So while we're gone, just remember to bolster the defenses as much as you can, just because this is not the safest area, and when the community comes over to help out, we can get some proper training started and some more in-depth, specialized training for the villagers who wish to fight.
Well, a few villagers have volunteered already to begin the training, and Maxwell has already gotten on to that in his guard duty. So, in terms of actual numbers, you've got 10 people actually working away on stuff. You've got another 5 setting up the farmlands, starting to sow the seeds and all that. And then you've got another 5 training with Maxwell as his guards that he brought with me are watching the perimeters.
Is there and see when you said about the mines, is there any mines nearby?
The closest one is the place where the job that you've been given of recent. And then obviously the temple did substitute also as a mine. There were mining resources in there, or resources worth mining, should I say?
Would it be too dangerous to send them inside the temple at this moment in time?
Well, the actual danger is the temple, and it has been sealed up, and you would know this. So the mine there is perfectly safe as long as no one tries to bring down the door. But I doubt that no one here has the capability to do so.
I'm explicitly telling them to not break down that door
Okay.
and try and mine anything from there which we could turn into weapons and tools later. And
Okay.
also, while doing that, if you can, make more carriages and stuff like that so it's easier for us to transport goods. I think that's all they can really do for now.
Can they get us some medicine or potions?
That would be the foresty person. They'd have to forage for stuff. I'm not sure if we have an alchemist or anything.
Well, you could ask in terms of actual forestry stuff. But she's not an actual alchemist, but she knows her herbs from farming. You could ask Samantha.
Yeah. Go over to Samantha next then.
Yes.
Basket for the
How
green.
can I help you?
gonna follow.
While we're gone, could you collect as many helpful herbs as you can and categorize them for us and start growing some, just so we can possibly make some more potions?
Yep. I meant to. Yes. I just responded. She turned very masculine then all of a sudden.
Can I put a special request in for a certain plant?
I will try my best if I can find it, but certainly.
I'd just like some nettles
Okay.
and sticky
Yeah.
weed.
I'm gonna step through and just stare at her.
Whilst this is going on, I'll find Von Stein
She's
and
sort
just
of
go.
like
Can I?
a bit taken back.
Do you not know you are to bow before the king?
No.
I will forgive this error in your judgment. I am merciful.
Who said it was an error?
Oh.
Your life.
Is she giving you talk? Is she giving you smack back, surname?
I have a request of you, large
What is your-
lady.
Very well.
This
Small one.
this village, my town, requires defense and soldiers. Whichever one of your parents was a fucking joke.
Say it. Bring your fucking parent over here.
Whichever one of your fucking parents was a giant, tell them to come here because we need that.
My parents are dead, sire.
Did they forget how to bow too?
No, they did bow, and their heads were lopped off by royalty.
Wait, is she an orphan?
Oh,
Well,
were
maybe
both
it runs in the family. Good luck with your
Hey.
scavenging. And then we could walk off.
Fucking hell. I'm so sorry.
Yes. So whilst this is going on, I found Von Steeplestein,
Okay.
and I'll just be like, my goblin friend. Why are you really here? I feel like you've invested a lot in coming out of your comfort zone, somewhere where you're already making money, apparently, to come help us settle here. And I feel like this could go either way for you.
Well, that's the part of risks, and you chaps seem quite nice, and I quite like you. But to be honest, I don't really have a place to call my own. The same for my wife and children. My wife has always
Inside
been...
check.
Go for it.
8.
Is as far as you could tell, he's telling the truth.
Before we go, are there any animals around?
Just hold on one sec, Valdis. But
Oh, sorry.
this is the reason I've come here. I just wish to build up a home, and how can I put it? It's just something about you lads that thing. I've always got a keen sense for people, but I suppose that's a story for another time, eh?
Yes. Just one last quick question. You've worked with this Mr. X before, correct?
I wouldn't say worked. I keep forgetting his voice.
Ye-
It's annoying me. I wouldn't say I've worked with him, but he's he's a he's a very upstanding gentleman. He keeps his word, so if you make a deal with him, he will fulfill it to the letter. But he's not necessarily a trustworthy person, but he's not untrustworthy. If you get my
He
drift,
just exists.
he just
He's
exists.
he's just a getter. Okay, thank you.
But
We'll find
there's
the
one
rest.
thing you should know. The odd thing about Mr. X is he never looks the same the second time you meet him. Because the
What about the
description,
third time?
same again. I've met, I would say, 3 different Mr. X's, but they've all been the same. And well, one of them was a human, one of them was a tiefling, and then another was a female elf. So
Could they be the council?
Was
And I'll
the
just leave him with that and
female
walk away.
elf-
okay,
Was the female elf still called Mr. X?
yeah.
Wow. What a progressive world you've made. I like it.
Wait until you see some of the traps they're putting. But a bunch.
So-
No one
on the
really.
trap.
Okay.
Are there any animals around, or
Besides some of the yaks and farming animals that were brought,
like birds? Any of them flying around? There should surely birds flying around.
roll a perception check. Yeah, it said perception.
16.
16. Yeah, there are a few birds going about.
So I'd like to speak to the birds
Okay.
and cast speak with animals.
Go for it.
So
They're currently flying
I'll-
above you.
gonna call the birds down.
They
Coming to my level.
they look at you, but they're not coming down.
Well, I have an offer for them. I want to offer them reward and food.
What kind of food?
I have a mission. I have a mission for the birds.
Oh God.
So
I can't do it.
Go on, one more try.
What kind of food?
well, I need you to watch the goblin and the captain of the guards, and I will give you food, and you can be my pet. But I need you to do it discreetly for me.
Sort of looks at you
This
confused.
sounds like they've done this before.
Discreetly. Like
Talk to birds,
confused.
yeah.
Doesn't understand
So
what
I've got the
discreetly
food here.
means.
I've got the food here for them. So I got a bit of it. So are the
Just so we're
birds gonna
clear, that's
comply?
some prawn cracker, right?
Yeah. So are the birds gonna comply?
They sort of nod, yeah, but they're still a bit confused of what you want.
I want them to watch the goblin on Steeplestone.
They got that, but they don't know what discreetly means.
I'll just be birds.
Okay.
just do bird things, but keep an eye on them.
Okay.
I don't want you like putting on a fucking suit and like getting a little car and just being James Bond. You know, be a fucking bird.
What's your name? Crow.
Raven Crow.
What are you
Yeah.
What are you driving there, Crow? A car.
That was bad.
So there's a group of them. I'd also like one of the birds to come with me. Just one of them.
No, none of them want to come with you.
Why not?
Because you're a massive
Do I need to
dude.
get my
And
fucking net out? I'll get my net out.
it's up to you if you want to get
I'm
your
not
net out.
asking nicely.
Yeah, but
Alright,
they'll watch the goblin for you.
Okay, that's fine. Right, let's go. Oh, I have nothing else left to do.
All right.
The
So
goblin and the captain of the guard.
they will watch what they believe to be the captain of the guard.
I will point out the captain of the guard to them.
Okay. Yep. You're good?
Mhm.
Okay. So, are you guys now setting off on your journey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay then. As you set off on your journey, you get ready. Who is driving the cart for the first time? Or even for the entire journey, because this is going to take about 2 weeks.
I don't mind driving.
I'm not.
Or do you want to drive, Sam?
Can I talk to the? What
Bum, bum,
are you
bum.
driving?
The car.
Ford Fiesta.
What's
Depends on
driving?
Who wants
Is
to
it
drive?
the yak? Is it the yak again?
It's
from
your
last time?
it's your friendly cart driving yak. Yes.
Can I talk to it and tell it to drive itself and don't be a bastard?
Why are you trying to upset every single animal we come across?
Because I don't want it playing up on this adventure.
Hey, it looks at you and it's just
Tell it I'll feed it double if it doesn't play me
spits at
up.
your feet of what it's been chewing.
I
'Cause
will feed you double
it
if you
does
don't play up.
it doesn't it doesn't like you.
It's cunting. I'm killing it.
Well, you started it.
I mean, you already told it you were going to kill it not too long ago as well.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm offering it
Yeah.
a piece. I'm offering piecemeal. I'm offering
Well,
it.
what can I say? Yaks hold grudges.
I need a horse.
It's going to be one big horse.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'll drive for us.
Okay, well,
Okay.
at that point, we will have a short break, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me check.
This. There we go. I had my mic unmuted. Thank you, Villa. Okay, so we'll start that again. So I asked for you to do a perception roll. A few nights have passed, and a small set of creatures you see going into your rations, trying to steal some food.
What are the small creatures? Can I
Like
see them?
small rats.
Oh, this. You've potentially found yourself a pet.
Okay.
You got
You call me over for it.
Yeah. I'm calling Valdus over.
So quick, like they
Quick,
have
quick.
heard
Get over
the
here.
noise, and the like one's got a piece of your food. Like a few rats have just gone into your bags
So
and started to steal your food.
I'm gonna cast. I forgot his name. Speak of animals,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say to it, "Don't steal. I will give you food if you become my pet."
Whee! And they'll run off.
No, kill them.
Right. How far have they
So-
got? Have they got? How far away are they?
Not far. They've just started running.
Right. I'm gonna throw a net at them.
All right, go for it.
Every journey.
Roll to hit.
Every road trip
12
we
to hit.
do, one net will be thrown.
Huh?
12 to hit.
12 to hit, misses.
I'll put my net
That's-
back up.
As they've
Okay.
managed to scurry away and taken some of your food with it.
But what I will do is I will cast Beast Sense. Oh no, I can't pass Beast Sense. Doesn't matter.
Um,
Fine. Has to be willing.
so each night of this, because I can take the sentry's rest, I'll be taking lookout, whilst I can let the rest nap, because that's smart.
Yeah, sure. That's fun. It's handy to having a Warforge, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing until after last session, because I had a
So,
look. I was like, oh, I could have been doing the lookouts all the time.
can everyone
I
roll
just have to
another
stay still.
set of perception check if you wish to do so?
So that's a 19.
Why's mine so laggy this time?
I got an 18.
And I got a 6.
Okay, so during one of the days of your journey, you see a group of horses running in the large open field. Now, the field that you're in is pretty open. Obviously, as you've been travelling for a few days now, coming up to the end of the first week, you do see the forest less and less in distance. There are scattered trees and small clumps of bushes and trees about. Places where you have been keeping your setting up your tents and everything, and then but the rest is massive open fields, and you've been seeing different sort of animals grazing. You saw very large, like quite massive creatures, but they all seem to be very timid and herbivore based, where they're just grazing on different plants. And you see a stream of horses galloping along on one day. Beautiful manes of different colours of black and white, nice brown. Some with different colours and spots in places, and a good number of them. But then all of a sudden, as you're watching these beautiful horses ride by, a large shadow begins to loom over them, and the horses begin to scatter. And you all look up to see the familiar-sized giant bird as before, as it then begins to make its dive, coming down, crashing into these horses. I can't. Voice is not with it today. As it crashes down and grabs one horse, and then literally as it brings its tail to its mouth, rips it apart and crushes it, and then throws the rest of the horse as it falls to the ground. And it's beginning to make another circle. What are you guys doing?
Staying out of its way, moving away from the horses.
Yeah, let's just not go near this thing. Let's
Yeah,
just not.
just sort of beelining out and around.
So as
Yeah.
can you make an animal handling check for me, Ignite?
Yep.
It's alright, this yak's seen some shit. He's hard as stone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit
the
up
Shat
from
knows how
my.
to deal with it.
I'm gonna sit up from the comfiest seat in the car.
Oh. Please roll a little more.
My
Hey,
friends,
13.
my comrades.
Okay.
If we do not face this beast now, we will be running forever.
That's no.
No.
No, there's
may-
more
we
than
may
one.
have Ours may have doubled since we last
Oh.
met it, but it's still too strong for us.
Mhm.
As
okay,
everyone would say.
as you've
not
kept the
everyone,
yak
Anakin.
calm and you're moving it slowly, the creature does not seem to, as it makes a dive after dive, grabbing different sets of horses, and it begins to take off again into the furthest reach of the distance.
That's alright. I had a backup.
And now we
I have
will
a backup
forever
as well.
flee.
Don't worry.
I'm happy that thing fucking off. Like, you know.
And thus, can everyone make another set of perception checks? I don't know what's going
That's
on with me
another
today. I'm
21.
not good at making animal noises.
I don't
I'm a
fancy it.
9.
Okay, so what do we get, Sam?
21.
21. Blake?
I got
Oh, your voice
9.
broke up a bit there,
17, 9. And Nathan, did you do one?
7.
7. Okay. Pretty uneventful trip. There is same again. You see a very different set of animals moving around. Nothing seems to be stalking you. No predatorials in this area. You're making the correct camps at night. Does anyone want to be doing anything during these 2 weeks, or is there anything people wish to do on their journey?
Just make it go
Um,
quicker.
I'll have cleared away just over time, just a little bit here on my guy that shows that he has an etched oak leaf symbol in his chest that was there just underneath like a layer of moss. That's it.
I need to confirm something with the Warforged. If we're on the cart journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Warforged, I was talking to Ignite earlier, and he said that you potentially could have sodomized Nade.
I
Do you
didn't
have a penis?
have-
Do you have the facilities to do that?
No.
That's what I thought. I was
I
quite concerned because Sir Nade was sodomized, and
no. I think Sinead's got some issues. I'm trying to keep an eye on him. He's
but,
he seems a bit distant. Well, not
Okay.
distant. He seems distant. Something else seems here. Valdis, how are you feeling since your defeat?
I'm a bit annoyed, but I was fighting a monk, which are well renowned for their fist-to-fist combat. So
Yeah,
it's fine. He gets his power through
I
the children.
I oh no.
Okay.
I feel happy knowing he's in charge of those people whilst you're away. He seems like
If he can best me in combat, it means the village is safe.
and you never know,
And-
if you get stronger, you can always try and take him up again.
Yeah, and I don't have to deal with any bullshit, and I can just fight. So
Yeah,
I'm happy.
without the without the power. Yeah, no, that's
I'm
good.
just a bit worried about the children in the village now. The monk
He's
on
not
the
that
prowl.
he's not that sort of monk.
But he's a man of the cloth.
when
Just okay.
we
Just
meet him
before there's a
again, we
bit of
can ask which.
confusion, I'm just going to stop you two there. There's two corrections. He's not a monk.
He's a monk.
No, he isn't. He just
Oh,
could.
he
He
might
just
not be.
could. He could just take a lot of fist attacks because he could do 3 attacks
Oh.
in one turn.
I thought he was a monk warrior.
No, because
Oh,
he
okay.
did beat you with the sword in the end. And then second off, there are currently no children in your village.
That's true. They didn't bring any children.
Damn it, we need
Um,
slaves.
Why
Either
do you
way. Either way, Voldus thinks he's a monk, so I'll say, yeah. We
Yeah,
can ask
I'm
him what
just.
way
If your
he is when
characters want to think he's a
when we
monk,
get
that's
back.
fine. I'm just letting you guys players know that he's
Yeah.
not. Because you guys
Well,
know,
Um,
you guys looking at him, he's more of a fighter.
It wouldn't be
Um,
wise correcting Validus, I don't think.
No.
well, when we're back, we can ask him what he serves under, what his main aspect is, and then you can know whether the children are in any danger or not.
Well, I'm talking about
I
future
think they're fine.
children because I would like this to be a friendly environment and
We can
a
ask him.
nurturing environment.
I have a spell that can make him tell the truth, and
Okay.
we can check him when back.
Because if it is the case, the church will just take him and move him somewhere else.
That's it depends what church.
Oh, I shouldn't have looked at the chat.
Anyway, we continue our
I
journey
shouldn't have
before
looked
this
at the
gets
chat.
TOC'd.
Right. So yes, the journey continues. One last perception check, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a 7. That's the lowest I've rolled this whole time.
Perception.
Just having a nice slow roll.
That is a solid number 5.
5.
I got a
Rolling
9.
low.
Number 5.
You got 9.
22.
Okay, so with that, Volder sees this
Spot is
first.
high.
So as you're coming closer to your destination, from the information that you have been given of where this quarry/mine is, you do see a group of humanoid figures not too far in the distance along the road, seemingly almost on patrol. You do see a set of weapons, them armor. There's about 4 of them, and they're currently not facing you, but they're you're getting closer and closer to them, and they're currently just walking, and they sort of turn off to go into the woods, and you do lose sight of them. What are you guys doing?
Say we lost sight of them into the woods.
Yeah, they've just turned into the woods. They won't have gotten too far in because of what you can see. You can sort of still make out a few shadows. Well, I say woods because it's not like massive woods, but there's a few more trees about now that you've gotten a bit further into your journey. Also, you do start to see more of the large canyon that does shoot up where the dynasties have set up their ballistas across the borders.
I'll turn to Ignite and go, Ignite.
But you do. But
keep an eye out.
This is bold. In all fairness, this is Voldus. The rest of you haven't seen this. This is Voldus, and this is quite
Oh, yeah,
a fair distance away. So this is Voldus's information to do
Yeah.
with what he will.
Does Voldus share it?
Yeah, I choose to share it.
Okay, so you know about
Okay.
these gentlemen. He points them out, and as they turn off into the woods, but they are slowly getting away, and you're coming down with the
My character wasn't listening properly and leans in and goes, Perhaps we should offer them some plasters.
Plasters? We don't have any plasters.
Oh, for their blisters.
No, that's ballistas, I think, with an A.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was making it
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Making a-
Are we do we know if these are bandits or if they're just
roll an investigation check.
How far are we from them?
You're about 60 feet away.
Oh, definitely. Then I'm going to stand up on the cart and go, "Excuse me,
I got an 11.
are
What
you
was it?
bandits?"
The figures do stop, and what you can make out to sing, and then they disappear and run further into the forest.
Nate isn't chaotic neutral. He's just chaotic.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Um,
no, sorry, I got 14, not 11.
Okay,
yeah.
well, at this point, it makes no difference. You could see that they had weapons and leather armor, but your best guess is they could have been bandits, or they could have been just travelers. Whatever it is now, they know exactly that you're there.
Okay, so
Pussies.
I'm not
I-
going to attack yet.
plans for attacking. I say we present ourselves as friends.
Why do we
Me-
want to attack them?
They're
Clear out the
probably
quarry.
bandits near the mine.
Are we at the
aren't
quarry
they?
now? These aren't just random travelers on the road.
We're nearing the quarry, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Keep
you
going then.
are. From the information
keep
you've been
going.
given, you are on the presumption that you're getting close to your destination.
While we're traveling, while I'm driving, can I keep an eye out for those people again?
Yeah, go for it.
Um,
Or a perception check. Your best guess, if you wish to know in terms of go, but your best guess is about another day's travel.
I think
A 12.
me and
Okay.
Voldis should present our group as friends of the bandits so we can get in. Voldis being the brawn, me being help. 'Cause I'm not really the brain is either. And you guys can stay back, and then if things turn south, me and Voldis will be able to take some hits whilst you sling spells at them. And
Sounds
then
good.
we just have to fight our way through. But at least we have a plan of getting in and making friends first. Not even making friends, pretending to make friends, kill the leader, and work outwards.
Well,
Once the
we were
leader's
never
gone, the
told we
bandits
had
must.
to kill everyone in the mine. We just need one of the crystals from the mine.
Yeah, it was just the red crystal, wasn't that right?
Yeah. So technically, we don't have to kill them if we want to try and lie to them.
I do have locate object as well, so if we can get inside, I can ping that and see if we can get any pings from that.
You need to
Okay.
know what the actual object looks like, or is it just to clarify what's the
I'm gonna double check
conditions?
that
Because I
whilst-
feel like you need to actually have seen the object before in order to know.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. Yeah, familiar. Lead, thin sheet, lock. Says familiar, so I'll take your.
It has been
on that.
described to you, so I could allow it. But obviously, we'll come to that
Yeah.
situation now. We won't dwell on it, but
If it. Yeah. Oh, please.
right. So,
Okay, whilst
What
we're
are we
traveling
doing?
on this last day,
so we're still
I'll,
on the last day. Are you going straight to the camp? Are you making camp the mine beforehand, or
I say we make camp beforehand, and
Okay.
whilst we make camp,
So-
I will pull Sir Nade aside if he's still there.
Sinead?
His camera's
Yeah,
off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
still here.
He's
Let's
still.
come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk away.
Nade, how does governance feel to you? How have these last couple of weeks been?
I've taken to it like a duck on water.
Because something seems to be plaguing you.
I was born to do this role.
And what if it's not the role you want to do, though?
Oh, but it is.
Fate's different than destiny.
Oh, yeah, they're very different games. I mean, Destiny's an MMO.
Yeah.
Do
You
you do you not think me fit to rule?
No, I mean,
I
if you look at the
I
town,
done something
everyone's
to offend you, Great Tin Man?
no, as you can see, the town were happy. Like all good decisions have been made, but it's yourself I'm worried about.
No, no, don't worry about me. I'm fine.
If you ever feel if you ever feel too much, just remember all of us are here. Even Valdis in his big anger stupor is helpful in times of need.
So you're willing to help me?
We're always willing to help.
Can I have 10 gold?
I have no money,
Hmm.
I think. Wait there.
Thanks for the help.
Okay, so as that carries on for the rest of the night, this conversation, is anyone else wanting to have a conversation, or shall we just get
There
on
we
with
go.
this?
I do have 10 gold. I'll give him 10 gold. My computer just froze for a second on that.
Oh no, your webcam's froze. Then it's terrifying.
It's
Thank
fine
you.
for me.
It worked.
Yeah, it's fine.
On my screen it froze. I was terrified.
Thank you, Tin Man. Don't tell the others.
That's okay.
Okay, so as you all sleep for the night and you rest, the morning comes, the dawn breaks. What are you
I
guys
spend the
doing?
whole morning trying to fix it.
It's exactly where my mind went to.
So, what do you guys, besides from fixing the sun, what are you guys doing?
So, how far away are we from the? Can we see where the quarry may be?
No, not from where you are. You'd have to travel a bit further
Okay,
down.
let's
Well,
let's.
I'd say down the road, but more through the forest. But there is a sort of pathway that you could go that sort of seems to lead to what has been set up.
Well, personally, I think Valdis already looks like a bandit, but does what's your name again? Is it Sigil?
Ah, you don't know it yet.
The Warforged
No
doesn't
one
look
knows
like
it.
that much like a bandit.
No, that's. I was thinking I could be like his ward or something. Every good fighter needs a healer, don't they?
Do you not want to be covered in a bit of dirt?
I'm already covered in dirt, and like
Oh.
I'm covered in moss and like
Um,
I didn't clean.
do you want some more bandity weapons, or are you fine with your staff still?
I think I'll be fine with this. If they take offense to me and start attacking, then no matter
We can
what,
kill them.
we're not going to get you and Nathan if I can't get him. It's my thought.
Yeah. Okay.
You two are bright red and very shiny.
Bit racist, but all right.
So this whole time I'm just a big, big
Yeah,
racist
Warforged,
warforged.
the racists.
Oh no. So just continue making our way there
So,
then?
yeah, are you taking the car? How are we approaching the situation?
As soon as we get sight of it, I say we leave the car a nice distance back.
Yeah. I want to
Uh,
at least be a fair distance back to watch as they go in.
Okay, can people roll a perception check then?
Perception
Yes.
Yeah, I can roll one.
7.
7.
Mean.
This is everyone, by the way, that needs to roll
7.
this.
Perception was this.
Yeah. So we got 2 sevens.
Yeah.
2
5.
sevens, 119, and a 5. Lovely.
Really low rolls today.
Mm.
Hmm.
Does passive perception count for anything?
No.
I hope not.
Passive perception more works on the basis of two things, like the stuff that I have to beat for you, and just generally what you see about.
Yeah.
Is essentially how it works. So the rest of the time, you actively looking at stuff. So as you're making your way through the shallow woods, it's not thick like you've been through the forest before. It's fairly open, so you do see what seems to be an opening a bit further ahead. You can't quite see an entrance of stone or anything around. You do see a few figures that seem to be standing near almost what looks like a cave entrance, but you can't quite make it out. It seems to be blocked by something, but there seems to be two figures standing outside it that you could presume from your general intelligence is that it could be an entrance of some sort, or this is what you're looking for. But they're two humanoid figures, human from what you can make out.
How far away are we if we're stopping at this point here?
If you're
Like me and
stopping at
Nate
this
saying
point, you're another. Well, what's your ideal sort of sense? Are you looking to stop? Are you looking like? Are we looking like 30 feet, 50 feet?
how far away do you want to be, Nate? Because I can go at any
Because
range.
depending on how far you want to stop is depending on what may happen next.
I can stay up to about 120 feet away.
I say we stop about 100 feet.
100 feet sounds good then.
It's a lot of feet.
Lot of feet. So
Mm.
you stop the car. You can just make out vague details of this and the people that you see ahead. But other than that, you can only see the two figures.
Okay.
What are we
Valdis,
looking at?
if you two keep an eye on us two approaching, I think it's we're going to try and gain entry and say we've got two friends who are willing to join these bandits as well for
How do you
favor
know
and
Yeah.
fortune. That's
How
all
do
we
you know
can
it's an entry?
because it's not. No, I'm not going to say that on stream. Um, well, let's just see. There's some people guarding it. Something important is inside, nonetheless, and this was
What-
the direction we gave.
What if it's an exit?
It would be dirtier.
Yeah, yeah,
And-
yeah.
and me and Valdis will approach slowly.
Okay. Can Callum and Nade roll stealth checks for me, please? And
Stealth checks.
Warforged and
an
Boulders,
11 stealth check.
can you roll performance checks for me, please?
I got a 5 on a stealth.
It's a 20, but unnaturally.
Okay, so we'll start with the bottom two. So, Nade, Ignite, what did you get?
I got a 5.
5.
1 sec. Had something really loud play. What was that?
What did you get for your stealth check?
I got an 11.
11, okay. Right then. And then, Warforged and Voldus, what did you guys get?
I got a 20.
Got a 20. Natural or unnatural?
Unnatural.
Unnatural, okay. Voldus?
I got a 17.
17, okay. So you two hold yourselves up. You, Voldus, you slouch your shoulders, make yourself look swole, but also really tough and intimidating at the same time as you walk towards these two guards. And then we'll go from here next. As you approach, you see these two men in rugged attire, leathers. They've got a scimitar on one side, and they see you both approaching, and they hold out their swords, and it's just like, so, I'm going to tell you this once. Both of you turn around and fuck off.
We've got word of some guys holding up in a quarry nearby, and we've actually, me and my friends have joined your group as a for favor and fortune. As you can tell, we're not in a lot of money.
I don't care. It just means I don't rob you then. Fuck off.
I mean, look at this guy here. You're saying he couldn't be a boon to your roving band?
What do you do,
I've seen
Valdis?
him.
Did you tell
Crush-
me to fuck off?
I've seen him crush a Knoll's head straight in.
Did he tell me to fuck off?
Yeah.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Okay, roll Sam roll a persuasion check. Valdis roll an intimidation check, and I'll let you both do it with advantage.
Hey. It's only a 12 for me.
13.
At least we're concise.
They sort of
Yeah.
look at each other and they're like, he is big. Maybe we should take him to see the boss. Doesn't hurt to have a bit more muscle. Yeah,
Now,
it doesn't hurt. It
did
doesn't hurt to
say-
have more muscle, but it means less pay for us. I know, but come on, if we're coming against someone big and tough,
I did
I mean,
say
your wife did
friends.
say I was big last night.
I
easy, pal.
I did say friends. I do have 2 friends that are back with our cart we came here with.
There's
They
more
are
of you, you say.
only 2. They are adept with the arcane. It's why they stayed back to look after the cart. They also want to join to just to have somewhere over their heads. Is really, we've been traveling for a good couple of weeks currently.
Right. The big guy go get your friend. You're coming with us. Go
So
on.
I'm going in, and Voldis is going to get those 2,
Yeah.
and they're coming in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll send
I'm
you
happy with. I'm happy with this. If you are Voldis,
Yeah.
Leave the staff though.
Okay. That's completely fine.
All right. They take the staff off you. They lead you in. One stays outside. As Swallows walks back, Sam, you enter, and the door opens up, and what you see is like a small little riverbank that goes along, and it's not very big. It's not very. It's a bit shallow. It's about comes up to your ankles, and you see quite a few. The doors open. A few people standing there, but then as you walk through, you're greeted by quite a lot of bandits about, all just chatting. Some standing guard, some are playing cards. But they all
How
stop
well
and they
equipped are they? Can I sort of, as I'm walking through, get a quick
yeah,
glance
roll a perception check.
at? It's a 3.
Well,
Oh no, so
But-
that's a 7.
nothing like stands out. But they've all seemed to be wearing similar attire, like leather armor. They all seem to have scimitars. Nothing, and you're taken around, and you're now there's this sort of big, burly, dark-skinned, with dreadlocks and a bandana, big guy standing there, and it's just like, what have you brought me? What's this wooden thing?
Me and my friends, we've just travelled.
I'm
2
not
weeks
talking
to,
to you, wooden thing.
Okay.
Talking to me, man. He says, well, boss, he says he wants to join up with us, and he's got some friends, and we saw his other one. He's big and burly. Could use the extra muscle. I'll judge what muscle I need. All right. Now go tell the guards to stand ready, because you could have just set up a trap for us, you idiot. Slaps him round the face. The other guard, he sort of almost like crying because it was quite a heavy hit in his face. As the other guard runs off, the one with your staff still standing by you goes, and then a few other guards follow him, and like 3 guards now are standing outside, lucky for your friends at this point, Voldus? Have you gone back to the others?
Yeah, I'll go back to the others.
What are you guys doing?
So what's happening then? Is it safe for us to go in?
Yeah,
Anything for us
Go
to
in.
look out from?
just nothing to be scared of. Just some pussies, really. Just looked at them and they got scared of me.
Go then.
I'm just.
Are you guys
checking.
walking
Can you
to
press
the
him?
door, or
Yeah.
We're walking to the door.
right at this point? And you approach, and there's just like right there. At this point, you do see one
Going
guard with a
to
bit of
lay
a bit of a
waste to
swollen
them.
cheek, and says, you must be the other two, right? Leave your weapons here." And go on inside. We'll escort you inside. So hand over all weapons.
So I'm gonna drop my dagger and my other
What?
weapon.
Why
which is-
should I have? Sorry, you carry on.
No, I'm just dropping my weapons at the door.
Why should I have to part of my axe?
Part with your axe. Well, because you're coming
Part
into
with it.
our turf, our aim, and we don't like letting armed people into our establishment that we don't know. And if you really are
Well-
serious of joining us,
I don't see how I'm supposed to prove my feats of strength with my axe if I don't have my axe with me.
well, we'll see if the boss lets you join us or not. So,
Well, I think I'll be telling the boss I'm joining, and I'll be telling you right now, I'm coming in with my axe.
well, I'll tell you if you don't, we'll shove our sword into you, and we've got your friend as well in there, so he'll die.
Oh, the robot. You really think you can kill him? The Warforged.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of men in there.
I don't give a shit if you got a lot of men.
I'm gonna
I've got you
nudge
all.
Aldous. They say just
I've
leave
got you
your
all,
axe
you threatener.
behind.
So I'm going to ask
Really?
you
If
again.
not, do I actually drop it at the door?
Well, try and sneak in another weapon if you can.
Fuck him. I'll just beat him with my bare hands.
Okay, you are all leaving your weapons. Is anyone trying to hide a weapon?
I'm not.
I don't have any.
Can't be
Okay.
fucked.
Tells
I
you.
did just
Can I
think
have-
Dave
can I
doesn't
have
have
my
any.
net? I'm taking my net with me because that's not a weapon.
Fine.
Is that one of your lady friends?
Annette.
No.
And no, A net.
Also, your
Oh,
friend
no.
told us that you're magically inclined, so any wisp of spells or moving of hands, you'll lose them. Come on, it's
You've
your
not seen much magic in your time, have you?
I know what it looks like. I don't know what to look out for.
What does it taste like?
What it tastes like. Right. Come on in. As you all enter, there's quite a few guards in there, all chilling, relaxing.
How many?
Roll a perception check.
Nine.
Okay. From your best way of counting on what you can see, you're counting about 6.
6. Okay.
Right, so you're taken further into the inn, except you're greeted by the same large figure. So this is your pals, I see. All your weapons have been left at the door. And I hear you want to join my crew. Why should I let you join?
Do you want to join my crew?
This ragamuffin? I don't think so. I run my own crew here. And you'll speak when you're spoken to.
Well, you look like a bitch. Running your fucking mouth.
No one's taught you respect, have they?
Why do I need to be taught respect for scum like you?
I could say.
Yeah.
Voldis.
Sean Bean.
Voldis. Voldis, it's okay. Calm down. We're new here. We need to make good impressions
It's
first.
pissing me off.
Yeah, I know. As you can tell, he's a quick to temper guy, which is great in a fight. He seems to get some power.
I don't
from
think it
doesn't-
is. Because if I'm trying to do some negotiations, I don't need a lard ass like this ruining them.
Have you ever heard of good guard, bad guard? He's great with that.
The only thing that's getting ruined is your mother.
See?
My mother is a saint. She's
It's
a
what?
kind woman. You talk bad about her again, and you'll be losing that mouth of yours.
I'm just gonna
Um,
whisper to Valdis. Yeah, kind to everyone.
Yeah, she was very kind to me, you see.
Right, okay.
So just took
16 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
Okay. As he pulls out his scimitar and slashes you across the chest, you're taking 9 points of slashing damage.
Right.
And his turns and goes, right. I don't need disrespectful cunts like you in my gang. Boys, kill him.
Right. Is
Right,
he
I need
next-
everyone
is he
to. I
next
need.
me?
I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
initiative.
Right,
19.
I can reveal the whole map now because we've gone through the entire place. Let's just bring this out. Because otherwise, you boys are just looking
Now
at.
feels like I did that to purposefully annoy you with this map.
It's being very slow. This will be. We're in the money. We're in the money. Made. Okay, let's make sure everyone's got control of their characters. So open up. Mr. Sam. Mr. Blake. Nade, and then last but not least, we have got Ignite. Okay, then we've obviously got the Captain of the Guard. He's moved up there. Alrighty then. What have people got? So 25 to 20, ladies and gentlemen.
21.
I mean, Word document doesn't want to seem to open. Come on, Word document. So Sam with the 21. Oh my god, my laptop's so slow at times. Let me just do my rolls. So we have got Sam with the 21. 20 to 15. No? Okay.
No, Voldis had 19, didn't you?
Bodice?
Yeah, 19.
19. Okay, Boldus with a 19. Okay. 15 to.
My mic did the thing again where you couldn't hear me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how long it's been like that, but I got 18.
18. Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet,
I don't think
sweet,
it was
sweet.
long.
No, I don't think it was long either. Just doing that. So you got 18. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And Captain got that. And then Nade, 15 to 10.
11.
11. Okay. We got Nade with the 11. And then last but not least, we got the bad boys. Okay. Top of the round. We have got Sam. What are you doing? The bandits are now beginning to close in on you. You have got no staff as well, may I add?
Yep, that's fine. That is completely fine. So I will cast, because it's not my spellcasting focus. My staff isn't. That's my sigil in my chest.
That's fine.
Its staff's just for flavour.
Ooh.
I will cast Bane
Bane? Are you
on
casting Bane?
3 creatures of my choice. I will choose this guy.
Okay. They've got to do
Boss.
wisdom saving
This
throws,
is-
haven't they? Or charisma saving throws.
Charisma saving throws on 3 creatures. So this guy and these 2 flanking us.
Okay, we will do the first bandit, which is, according to my stats, just a straight 5, so that's a fail.
Toby,
Yes.
they may have taken the great axe off me, but I do have hand axes in my pockets the whole time.
Well, they would have taken every weapon off you. That was the thing. They said
Didn't
drop your
specify.
weapons, but they said drop your
They did
weapons.
Drop weapons. He did say drop weapons.
Oh,
He
did
also
they? Oh,
specifically
okay.
asks, is anyone trying to sneak any weapons in?
Yeah, I
Which-
didn't even realise
which-
I had the hand axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you didn't do, which is fine. You don't need to not
That's fine.
necessarily take them out
Don't
of
need
your
'em.
inventory. I don't need you to do that. I'm just saying.
Okay,
That's why I said,
Fine.
is anyone trying to sneak any weapons in?
that's
Right.
fine. Don't worry.
Second bandit onto the thing. That
I'm on
is
that.
a straight 18, I'm afraid.
That's alright.
And then the bandit captain, which is a 15.
Fuck. Matches. Okay, so it's just the one go with Bane then.
Okay.
Sorry, 2 seconds. My D&D Beyond page has gone down.
Oh.
Uh,
Bane was a bonus action.
Literally.
We've got Blake on deck, so get your move ready, Blake.
Cool.
So that's Bane was my action. For my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, where are you casting it? I need something for a spiritual weapon. I keep forgetting. We need to design you a spiritual weapon at some point.
Yeah, I'll have a think. This will still appear as a giant pair of shears. And behind him,
That green thing there can be the the shears. That crude drawing. It does get a free attack, doesn't it, when it's summoned next to a person?
yes, it's loaded. I can't navigate on my phone. Let me
If
just
I
double-check.
remember correctly, if it does, I need to then know who you're attacking.
Boom. Right there. I've just got to tick off my slots again. Yes, I will attack the bandit captain.
Go
Does
for
that
it.
get
Flanking?
flanking?
Because it's a spiritual. I would say yes, but not in terms of when Blake attacks, because he's not actually a person.
Yeah. So
I would
it
say
gets it, but Blake
because it's
won't.
directly behind him and he's a bit focused on Blake. I'll say you would have advantage on this. I will give you advantage for this attack.
Okay. It's at 2nd level as well. So I will advantage on attack. Come on. It's 10 to hit.
10 to hit, and that does not hit, I'm afraid.
Nope.
As you summon the weapon, he does see you up to him, but not sees, and then sees the glow behind him. The bandit captain steps out the way as these shears attempt to slice into him. And as they pull back, he's like, "Nice try." Right. Okay. We've now got you on hand, Blake, and then you're up next, Callum. So get ready.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go into rage
Yep.
straight off the bat, and then I would just like to do an unarmed strike at the captain in front of me.
Go for it.
Just rolled a 21
Okay, that hits.
and 5 damage.
5 damage. Nice. You punch him across the face as you then rage up and be like that. As he's cut you into your chest and you're like that. That was like nothing, and then you just smack him across the face.
Yeah.
As one of his teeth fly out, but he looks at you angrily. Right. Okay. Callum, what are you doing?
I am starting off by twinning Chaos Bolt, and I'm going to target that one there and the one behind them.
Okay.
So I have to use a sorcery point, and then
Do
For
I
the
have to roll, or
fir-
is it just a hit?
oh no, I need to roll to hit.
Okay.
So does a well, it's having fun rolling at slow speeds. Does a 14 hit the first
Yes,
one?
14 hits the first one. Roll for damage.
Okay. So that is 8 damage,
8 damage.
and I am picking it as acid damage.
That's acid damage. Okay. Acid damage. I don't know if it's a certain effect, but that lingers, doesn't it?
No idea.
I don't think it does, but no, it doesn't. Does it? Just acid damage. Never mind. Okay. Second attack then for the other guard.
Okay. That is a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. Yeah, that definitely hits.
And that is that is 9 damage as psychic.
Okay. So
Uh
as you unleash your magic upon these two guards coming behind you, as you turn around, one bolt of acid comes flying towards him and it burns his armor and him, and he's like, ah! The other one, seeing his friend, suddenly feels the pain in his head and blood begins to come out of his eyes. And you seem quite satisfied with that attack, and it seems to have hurt them quite badly. Now we have the bandit captain. And then we've got you on deck, Nade. So,
Yeah.
we have got. Or he's going to come for you, Baldus, with his 1st
Mhm.
attack.
You still not got a weapon, Blake?
No.
He's going to come for you with the natural 20, I'm afraid. But luckily enough. God, rolled a 6 on that. So that's 12. And then.
Wait there.
So that's 15 in total, so it'll be 7 damage that you take of slashing.
Okay.
What are you doing, Sam?
I don't know if I have that yet. No, I don't. Okay.
Okay,
That's all right.
so 7 slashing damage, and then he pulls out his dagger and it comes with you at the side. Oh, damn. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, roll 1d4. 2 d4s. That's a 6 points in total, so it's 3 points of slashing damage as you take as he thrusts his dagger into the side of you as the first swipe comes, and you're reeled back by it, but then stabs you in. But you seem to be shrugging it off and staring him down in the face.
Mhm.
And then that ends the bandit captain's turn. Nade, we have got you now.
Yep. Easy peasy. I'm gonna summon my hexblade.
Yep.
As it whips into existence in my hand. It's glowing red.
What the hell is this? I told you to take all their weapons from you when anyone entered. Sorry,
I'm
boss.
just gonna say, treat her well, and pass it over to Blake, to Valdis.
Can you do that? weapons?
Yep.
Yes, I just googled it.
It's a
Look at that,
it's a
you-
physical weapon.
You can learn something new every day in D&D. Okay, that's fine.
So Blake, you have got a longsword +1.
I
Oh,
would,
a longsword +1. Let me find one.
I
You
would.
I don't think you get any of the like my pack weapon or hex boosts.
No, you don't. I'm pretty sure you don't.
I wouldn't imagine.
No, I just need to actually go grab one.
To make sure to clear it out when this is all done with
Yeah. we will.
Warriors, obviously.
What's it called? It's longsword.
Right, are you doing anything
Thank
else while
you.
Blake's looking for that? Nade or? Because I would say passing that over is at least a bonus action.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm done.
Are you done?
I can't move without doing.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, so I'll stay where I am.
Okay, sweet. Okay, now it's the bandit's turn. Bomb, right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. Stay there. Oh god, I may have done too many enemies. But then again, I was expecting you to do this a bit differently. But hey, D&D. Right, he's coming behind there. He'll come behind there. Right, okay. So, one attack on each of you, but we'll go with the first bandit next to Voldus. That, with his scimitar, is a 13 to hit Voldus.
Does not hit.
Okay, with your newly formed sword, as he comes swinging into it, you parry away his sword. Next one's coming for you, Warforged. Another 13.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, once again, you.
Oh, if he's got Bane, it's also
Oh,
D4
yes.
off of it, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't hit anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know. Thank you for the reminder.
I forgot to say.
Bum. And then next one's coming to Nade. Don't think that's going to hit. 11.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, and then we've got the other bandit, which is 12 towards you, Ignite.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, and then we've got the last one up here who's going to pull out his crossbow and attempt to shoot at Voldus with. Oh, okay, 21.
That hits.
Okay, and you were taking. Bum. Fucking hell, I'm doing well. You were taking in total 9 points of piercing damage, so that's reduced to 4.
Okay.
And that ends the bandit's turn. Top of the round, Sam. What are you doing? And then we got you on deck, Blake. So get your move ready.
Right, having felt Bane do pretty much fuck all, I'll drop it.
Okay.
No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't, because dropping
Okay.
a spell is a bonus action, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Fuck.
But you could
okay.
cast another concentration spell, which automatically cancels it out. So that's always one way to do it.
Right, yeah, let's do that then. So I'll start with using my bonus action to swing the spiritual weapon down again at Big Boy.
Go for it. Roll for to hit.
Is that still advantage?
No. Because I'm not entirely sure if it does have advantage or not, because it's not an actual person.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's one of those
It's not a
iffy
lot.
things. So I'm gonna say no.
That's only a 13 to hit.
That misses, I'm afraid.
I think it should, right? So, think real life. If you were pinned between a floating weapon and another person,
It's the way it's
you're at a disadvantage, aren't you?
yeah, it's the way it's right in D&D though, because it's if it's an ally that is aggressive, so
because it counts as an ally. And since the spiritual weapon is not actually a living creature, it's where
is a
it's
grey
where the
area.
line gets blurry.
As soon as it's a giant pair of shears, it's just funny. Right. So then, as my action, I can touch him, can't I? That sounds gross.
Yeah, you
I can
can.
touch-
You're
yep.
in range of him.
I will cast Inflict Wounds
Go for it. Roll
at
to hit.
second level. Yeah, because I only tried to hit with that. Come on. Fuck! It's a 10.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid. I'm unlucky.
I've rolled 7 threes today. Yeah, that's my turn then.
As you attempt to touch him, he brushes your hand out of the way, seeing what you're about to do, and that ends your turn. All right, Voldus, you're up. And then we got
Right,
Ignite on deck.
Gonna roll to hit on the captain in front of me of the longsword.
Yep,
10.
10. That misses, I'm afraid.
I've got no other actions I can do, so end my turn.
All right, Ignite, you're up.
I channel my fiery powers and put both hands out in front of me and cast Burning Hands, and that's 15 cone. That'd be just around there, really.
Okay.
So they need to make a dex saving of. They need to make dex saving throws even.
Well, one's a 3, and the other one's a natural 1.
Yes.
So roll for damage. They both fail.
They both take the full damage. So do I do it separately for each one? I think.
No, you do it as one whole set of
So-
damage.
So they both take 13 damage.
Yeah, they're both burnt to a crisp.
E-
As this one back here does see this happen, as you literally burn 2 of his friends away, and he's sort of hesitant to come a bit closer. But now it's the. Does that end your turn? Ignite.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run,
Okay.
but I'm gonna be facing towards the guys coming toward us.
All right. Okay. So
Actually,
we've
no,
got-
I'm gonna actually move down out the way to into the water here because I've got water walk and I can just stand on top of it anyway.
Yeah. It's not. It's anyway. It's not that thick anyway. So didn't matter. But you're standing on top of it, so your feet are not getting wet.
Yeah, I don't want my
Uh,
feet getting wet.
One is going to take attack of opportunity on you, but that is only. There's only 11 to hit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit as he attempts to swing at you, but you manage to just
Okay.
keep out of his reach. Right, now it's the bandit's captain turn. He's going to take 2 swings. Boldus. So first one is a 22 to hit. No, 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And you were taking 6 points of slashing damage, so that's half. So you're taking 3 points of slashing damage. And then he's
Mhm.
coming at you with his dagger, which is a 14 to hit.
Okay, that does not hit.
Okay, as he attempts to go, but you manage to, as he slashes you with his sword, but you manage to parry off the dagger as he comes in, as you're locked in this head-to-head. That ends his turn. Nade, you're up.
Okay. I am going to look towards the bandit captain. And I'm going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
And I am going to ask, well, I'm going to tell him to tell his men to stand down.
All right. What do I need to roll? Or
He needs
what,
to make a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw. Oh, no bonuses. 13.
That meets it.
Oh, sorry, man.
Well,
It is okay. It is okay. Grapple is an action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, grapple is an action.
I am going to bonus action. Bonus action hex the captain.
Okay. Boom. Put that on there. Right, still up. Right, now it's the bandits. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just behind that. Ooh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, just behind it. Okay, this one's going to take a shot with his crossbow at you, Ignite. And that is a bit of a shitty roll. That's a 10 to hit, which I'm guessing doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Because the crossbow bolt flings by you. 2 attacks coming towards Voldus. Well, 1 attack coming towards Voldus, the other coming towards Warforged. Natural 1 towards Voldus, so that misses.
Does not hit.
And then a natural,
Doesn't hit.
and then natural 20 to the Warforged. What is
Fucking hell.
happening?
Towards me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, sure, you got hit, man.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But I rolled a 1 on my damage, so that's 2, and then plus the 1, so that's 3 points of slashing damage to you.
Ow!
But it's a
That really
it
hurt.
stings. It stings like hell. It's like when you get lemonade in an open cut. That's how much it stings.
Oh, that's evil.
Lemonade.
It's alright. I'm wood. There was literally like a. like,
Yeah, just took up a chip. Didn't do much.
Yeah.
And then 1 attack with the crossbow, and that towards Voldus, which is a 6 in total.
No.
Top of the round, we're going with
Sweet.
Warforged, and then Voldus is on deck. Let's go. Let's do it. Ooh.
Probably should have planned something. Right. Right. I will keep that.
Just keep hitting.
No, I did just cast that, but it seems to have disappeared from my repertoire. There we go. My spell slot seemed to. My webpage isn't updating, so I'm having to manually in my head keep track of what I've used.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
It's not too hard considering I've done many slots. I will. I will whack whack him again with my spiritual weapon. I'll go for another go.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Oh, that's a 9, not a 6. 16.
16. That hits. Do the damage. Come on.
Fuck yeah! So I'll cast it. Level. That is a 12. 12
12
damage.
damage. Nice. As finally, as he kept the guard getting too cocky, the bandit couching says, I don't know why I said guard. Finally getting too cocky, thinking that the spit shears are never going to hit him. A moment of weakness, the shears slice into the front of his stomach, and he's like, oh, you're going to pay for that.
And coming straight after that action, whack a Toll the Dead. bonus
Toll the
action,
Dead.
And then,
Go for on the guard captain as well.
yeah, he's got to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That is a 19 in total.
Well then.
But still, fair bit of damage.
Yeah, that's my turn done.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to hit with a long
Yeah,
sword
go for it.
on the captain in front of me.
Go for it. And then we've got you on deck, Callum.
That is a 12.
As a 12, that does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay.
As you try to
Oh,
sweep up,
really
but
badly.
seeing you, he manages just to brush your sword away with his scimitar. Right, let's go. Ignite. Oh, well, actually, no. Sorry, Blake. Are you doing anything else?
Do I have any bonus actions?
You
Like
do
grapples,
you do have not for grapple, but you do have a bonus action if you can use a bonus action.
Do you want me to have a look on your...
No, I don't have any
Correct.
bonus actions.
Oh.
I don't have anything I can do. It's fine.
Literally, next level, you start becoming like a powerhouse. It's just that
I
next
know.
level.
And it doesn't help with rolling really poor tonight. It's
Yeah.
It's
dreadful.
not the best, but hey, that's what you get for starting fights. Right, okay. Ignite, you're up then.
So I'm sacrificing 2 more sorcery points, and I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt at level 2 on the 2 closest to me.
Okay, go for it.
So does... Why does it have to roll so slow today?
I think everyone's internet's going a bit slow. What we got?
Does
what
a
we got?
19 hit the one closest to you?
Yes, 19 definitely hits. And
I
then
think my thing was lagging then.
yeah,
Does
what
a
did you get for the
19
second
hit
one?
'em?
A 19 does hit the first one. Did you get another 19? I think.
I'll just do the damage for the first one
Yeah,
first
do
before I
damage
forget.
first.
So that is because I did it at second level. I think I get 1d6 extra as well. Um, so that is 10 damage
Ooh.
as uh, and for the second one, I only got a 6. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Nah, that doesn't hit, I'm afraid. But you fucked up that first one. Right.
Okay.
Now we got the bandit captain, and then you're on deck, Nade. So
Nice.
he's because he got hit by the shiz and he's a bit pissed. He's going to take a swing at you, Warforge. With a natural 1. So he misses his scimitar attack, but he's coming in with his dagger attack, which is a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, hits.
And 1d4. That's a 1 plus the 3. You're taking 4 points of piercing damage as he manages to find a gap and jam it in and sort of squiggle it about, messing up with your gears and stuff. And he's like, oh, take that. As he's sticking you with a little prick.
I've had these sort of Saturdays before.
That ends his turn. Right, Nade, you're up, and then we've got the bandits, and then Sam will be back to you, so get your move ready.
Okay, I am gonna once more look towards the bandit captain
Go for it.
and say, I said, get your men to stand down. And I'm gonna cast suggestion again.
That
Wisdom saving throw.
is a 3. So,
Nice.
what are the exact terms of this spell?
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or 2 and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself onto a spear, immolate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act ends the spell. So I'm not doing anything harmful, that's fine. Target makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. The
Okay.
suggested action can continue for the entire duration of the spell. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it is asked to do.
Would that mean he
So
told us to...
the men standing down is the spell, really.
Yeah. Well, him
It
telling him to stand down.
It lasts for 8 hours.
Bum. I was just whether to check if it was at the start of his turn or not, but I don't think it is. Right, boys. As he sort of shakes his head, boys, stand down, all of you. That's about it. And then we get to the bandits. Right, let's do check. That's a shitty roll. As they're all a bit confused, but they do start to lower their weapons and start approaching. As one's like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" The one in front of Ignite's like, "Fuck!" Sort of falling to the floor in pain. So temporarily, combat has stopped, and the bandits, these will still move closer.
I say, someone heal this man.
Is anyone doing anything?
2 seconds.
I don't look like a healer.
Heal what, Blake?
No, the bandit
guy on
that's
that I
like nearly dead.
tried to kill.
Well, this one's gonna kill us. Are you sure?
Well, we'll go
Kill this
back
man.
to the top of the round. Sam, what are you doing?
You talk,
I thought
what guy?
was that a combat? You said.
Yeah, but I just
What
realised
guy?
because you suggested for his men to stop down, but he's still got aggression towards Voldus. He's not going to stop attacking him.
Okay.
The way I understand suggestion is as soon as.
This is where I'm a bit
Realize-
confused because the command, he has done the command and fulfilled the spell, but I don't necessarily understand in the sense that whether he, because he's still got aggression towards Voldus, but he'd still attack, and it's hard to say. Because you see where I'm getting a bit confused.
Right there. Let's see if this loads for me. Let's see what other people did because it's.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're coming to a very classic D&D moment. Where thin lines blur in the rules.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Suggestion is super powerful. So yeah, they just stand down. If he's told to stand down, that's it done, and he won't go back on that.
Yeah, I'm not saying he won't go back on that, but I'm just
Oh yeah.
I'm just
I'll think of a
suggesting
different spell.
towards the captain because the captain said because Nathan said for his men to stand down,
Okay, then I will.
not for him to stand down.
Yeah, I will. Upon seeing him tell people to stand down, I'll be like, okay, everyone, stop fighting now,
Okay, that's.
down, and I'll point at the guy.
I would
I'll
say
point at the
because
guy and be like,
I'm gonna go
"Please."
by. I'm gonna go by the fact that he's also because it is partly charmed. I'm gonna say he's not gonna have full aggression, so he is stopping. So I'll say his man won't come, but I'll say we're still in combat actually. So we'll see what happens. So Sam, what are you doing? You said everyone to stop fighting.
Yeah, I'll say to stop fighting. And I'll also ban away my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Spiritual weapon is gone.
Yeah, and that'll be my turn.
I would.
On the back of a man that's been crazy for the last 2 weeks.
Okay, we are now coming to Voldus. What are you doing?
If I was to strike now, would it be an advantage?
If it was towards the bandit captain, no. If it was towards any of the guards, yes. But I believe
You know,
because he's charmed, I believe, and he's also filled the requirements. If you attack him, it does break the charm.
There's too many of them. I'll give the sword back to Nade.
I don't know.
Give him back his hex
Is your
weapon.
character willing to do that?
Yeah, you know, Valdis is. He may be thick and stubborn, but he can assess the situation.
Right. I will allow that. Okay, you hand the sword back to Nate. The guards seem to be going, but everyone's still on edge because they're not entirely sure what's going on. They're looking at their ignite. What you're doing? Because we're still in combat. Are you doing anything?
Can I ready a spell if and only if one of them attack me?
Okay. Any particular spell?
Yes. So can I ready sword burst? So if one of them comes to attack me,
Okay.
it'll just make a blade of spiritual blades
as one
around
sort
me.
of on the floor in pain, the others slowly lower their weapon. They're looking to their captain. Told us to stand down. I think I've had a bit of a change of heart. I think these boys have learned their lesson and what they've done, so I suggest they leave and don't come back again. And that'll be your final warning.
Cool. Sounds good. Let's leave.
Fuck
What
it,
about
let's go.
that crystal thing? Because we won't
Nah,
get the
YOLO.
community won't protect us.
Community can shove it up their ass.
I will just see if it's anywhere within vision by just popping a locate object on myself.
No, it's nowhere in range.
Straight out then. Nice.
All right. So
Get
as
out
you
of there.
all leave the cave slowly, anyone want to do as they're just leaving the cave?
Yep.
You need to get your great sword, boy.
Is there only I'm gonna get my equipment back that I've dropped outside it.
It's just outside the thing, but
Yeah.
anything while you're inside the cave?
Is there only one entrance into the cave?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna go chop down a tree outside the cave. Plan B
Just-
it is.
Or a perception check?
Nowhere with locate object, 1,000 feet. Yeah, nowhere within.
Yeah, nowhere in range.
So it's 13.
13. There are trees about you, but if you were going to chop one down, you'd have to drag it towards the thing.
Yeah. I mean, how big is this entrance? How big are we talking?
Well, what you see on the map essentially, it's those wooden things right towards the thing are the entrance itself. So we're looking. Why can't I get my thing up? We are looking. With the things closed, you're looking about a good 20 feet long.
Right, that's good. I'm gonna bring a log over. Gonna barricade it up.
Well, while you're
I'm gonna
doing
make
this,
a fire.
this takes a few minutes, and the guards for the camp are coming back out and watching what you're doing. Said, "You were told to leave. Now leave."
I'm preparing my cart to leave. I need to make a cart so I can leave.
Well, then ready your cart. You don't need to chop down a tree for that.
Yeah, I need to make a cart.
Nah, your boy said you had a cart.
Yes, I do. Nah, it's got broken. Need to fix it.
Right, deception check. At this point, you are all out.
I rolled a 6, but I'm sure my party members can convey to them while I'm too busy chopping this up.
Yep. Can't seem to. Yep. We need a cart to get back. We always, make a new cart wherever we go.
Roll
Yeah,
a deception
I think we
check
just
with
travelled
disadvantage.
2 weeks to
Nathan?
get here.
Like a souvenir thing.
Well,
What's that?
roll a deception check with disadvantage
Why is it disadvantage?
because Blake rolled a 6, and you're trying to back it up, and they don't believe Blake. And your friend did tell them that you already had a car.
So,
Yeah, like I said, it broke.
I'm trying to help someone deceive. So instead of it giving advantage, I'm getting disadvantage.
Well, because he's already rolling it, and you're trying to. And then he said, "I'm sure my party members
Okay,
can help out."
that's a natural one then. So I get
Yeah.
a 6.
Okay, well, they don't believe you, and right, you've got
I don't care. They don't believe me. I'm making it.
10 seconds to leave. As one walks
Right.
walks
I'm
back
gonna
in,
log this fucking tree. I'm
and you
gonna
hear him
roll it in
shout,
front of them.
"Oi, lads! You better come out here."
Right. Ignite. Set this bastard on fire. We're smoking the cunts out.
If you really want me to do it, I can do it as we're moving back, not while we're right next to them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll do that. I'll just drop the wood there. We're gonna smoke them to death.
Let me do something right. So we now re-initiating combat. So
No, I'm not combating. I'm just setting a fire up, and it's just gonna go
well,
into
they're
their cave.
coming to attack you. Because by the time you've done this, that 10 seconds will have passed.
Well, they can't get to me because there's a fire in front of me.
Like,
There's
so
a fire blocking their
bear
way.
in mind, while you've been having this conversation, you haven't actually chopped down the tree yet.
I thought I'd already chopped it down.
No, because I said as you were doing this, guards have come out.
Okay, right. Let's just go. Let's go to the cart, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Well, they're still coming to attack you.
Well, I'm walking off to the cart.
All right.
Uh,
As they're
Yeah.
all coming out ready to attack, one of them says, "They seem to have understood their threat," and they all but two, walk back in, and you all leave for the cart. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Oh, that's my microphone shadow.
Doom, 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 doom. Right.
Oh, dating.
Thank you all for watching. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you. As much over. This episode will be up before next week, and you can always catch up with the other episodes on Dungeon Profit. If you go to filters, it'll be at the very top of all the channels, but it's Dungeon Profit. Then we be sure to also check out. I don't know if Flickering Torch is in it, but be sure to check out Flickering Torch. He plays a series of different games over this each 3 weeks, so make sure you give him a follow and check it out because he plays different types of tabletop games. And I believe he's doing one next week, so keep an eye out, but I don't know the exact time, so give him a follow. You've also got Sir Nade who streams. Be sure
True.
he does stream, so be sure to drop him a follow. Check out Sam's stuff, who's our Warforged. Which you can if you need the links. Bella's kind enough to do that, but you can also put in the commands. For me, it's !D&D. For Sam, it's !Sam. For Nade, it's !Nade, and then for Blake and Callum, it's ! and their names. So you can check that out. But also, you can join me during the week. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you for joining us, and goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye, everybody. Had a good
Bye-bye.
time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.